Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us and happy Wednesday. So glad you're with us tonight. This is a very special show and I've missed you all so much. And so we get to have a very special presentation. We've been talking about this show for a while. Very excited that the day is actually here. I will say happy April to everybody. That also means, of course, happy Diamond Month. And we're so excited you're with us. We have a very special presentation coming up at about, it'll be at 6 o'clock Pacific time. That is 1 hour from now. Very excited about this presentation as well. And let me put it this way, for everybody, and there have been too many to count, all those of you that have been asking about this fabulous ring that I have been wearing, my fabulous ring, stick around. You might be very intrigued with what is coming up at our top of the hour next hour. So that's very exciting and part of a special one night only presentation we have for you that is very, very exciting here tonight. So in the meantime, we've got some classic, great TVON pieces for you actually that are going to be brand new. We love our brand new. Last I saw you last Wednesday, the whole show was brand new and boy, was it exciting. We're going to do a lot of that. Well, I can actually say the same thing for us here tonight. Everything that you will see on this show is brand new, of course, barring any requests you might have. I know, speaking of, Ma, we've got your request, so whenever you're ready, let me know. It's a beautiful emerald. So if you are ready to see that one, please let me know. Call in. That way we know you're here, ready to see your request. But in the meantime, we've got some fabulous one-of-a-kinds to show you. We are going to kick off an amazing top of the hour. If you're not registered yet, you might want to be. I think that would be highly advised. Make sure you're registered and ready to go. And of course, we have some very, very special pieces that are monumental. It is a really, really good night to be with us. I've got a brand new opal that's stunning, tourmaline, and a beautiful mix of colors we're going to see as well. Some really fabulous trillion opal. It's faceted opal. Love the faceted opal. It's kind of like what faceting does to Moonstone, similar in what you're going to see in opal as well. So let's get started. We've actually got a great ruby piece to begin with as we kick off the month of April. So glad you're with us tonight. Take a look at this. This is a great way to start. Now I know we're going to be without a light here, so no surprise. It's too bad. Good news is we're going to let everything do the work of the light because we got some very, very special pieces indeed, including this ruby, which is a fabulous way to start. Take a look at this. It is one of the cleanest and brightest of rubies, as you can see. Really, really important stone there. A fabulous high clarity, beautiful crystallinity ruby. It's going to be 1130464. It's in platinum. And again, what a beautiful look this is. That is really, I mean, can't believe it. April's here already. That means, well, we know springtime we welcomed last week. And we're so excited to have all the upcoming holidays coming up. We know, I'll say happy Passover. Let me wish all those who celebrate a happy Passover here. It's a busy day, isn't it? We had rocket ship launches and fabulous, well, what's to come? We can't even talk about what's here next hour. At least we've got about 57 minutes left to go. The countdown is on. I was listening to a countdown earlier. I thought that was good. Well, this countdown may be even better. So are we going to take it to the dark side of the moon? Probably not, but maybe even someplace even cooler. Here's our 69-point oval ruby. It is Mogok Burma. It is the best of brightest. Of course, what we always love to see from Burma are those blue reds, and you've got that here. Now, it's also going to be our 26 points in diamonds as well that are going around that fabulous piece, double row in the bail, which is awfully nice. And of course, a really stunning, stunning design. Classic as can be, I would say. I don't think there's anything nobody's going to dispute that. So 69 points once again on the Mogok Oval Burma Ruby, and the 26 points that's up there. So we're ready to rock and roll. We've got quite the show for you. And again, a little surprise that is tonight and tonight only, by the way. This is a once in a lifetime. You know, last week I kicked off the incredible What's New Wednesday series, which is very exciting. But this week we're doing something that is unlike anything we've ever done before. So, and I know you're going to love it, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun, and I know it's going to be very apropos for the day. So make sure that you stay with us for that. And also, this one I'm going to show you against the hand and the neckline so you can see all the different details before we get going. So you know exactly what to expect. There's your ruby. Look at that thing glowing. And of course, boy, oh boy, that's a lot to hold up next to. It's got to sit next to a 7-carat diamond. But here we are looking at something very special for you. Let's give you a look at this very, very important piece with that 3/4, almost 3/4, 5/8 of an inch, really, technically speaking. And you've got 3/4 of an inch. We'll take a look at it on the neckline as well, give you an idea of what that looks like from a distance away and see that gorgeous color it's giving you. So we'll go back up close, bring it one big value to get us started on a big Wednesday night. Couldn't miss this one. It's one we've been excited about for a long time. I got to tell you, This has been a show that's been in the making for well over 2 months. It really, technically, it's been about 3 years. 3 years and a month and a week, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Very exciting, but here we go. It's platinum. Let's give you a great value on this one. It's under $1,000 and not even $9.99. So a better value for you, and yes, it's gonna be better than $1,000, better than $9, better than $8, better than $7.99 as well. We'll take it even lower than that for you and get it out the door for $699. That is it to get us started on a really special Wednesday night. You're gonna like this one. It's gonna be a really exciting one. Make sure that if you know anybody who loves jewelry, that they're watching this show as well. You know, you don't have to just necessarily get us on TV. There's lots of ways to watch. So you could always have a friend, a family member also tune in via remotely, like, you know, through the internet. YouTube, Facebook, any of those different avenues. Great idea to do so. But $699 on that one if you like our ruby. Then we're going to get into some Paraiba. Love our Paraibas we've been bringing up lately, especially considering they've been so affordable. And that's a little more unique as well. So we will be doing Paraiba. I've got the most splendid black opal I've seen in a long time. One black pearl, one huge zircon, one lavender Paraiba. The list just keeps on going. So many exciting things to share with you all throughout the night tonight. So let's get a move on to this one. This is my faceted opal. I cannot even tell you how much I love these stones because, well, the truth is tonight's a night where we're going to see things that even if you've been shopping with me, let's say you've seen every show I've done for 25 years. If you have, you've still never seen anything like what we're going to bring you in about 43 minutes. But then again, there's something that even if you watch a lot of jewelry, you probably haven't seen too many ideas like this either. And that is because opals are normally cabochon cut. This is that big faceted stone. So the same way we've been loving those moonstones, when we've seen moonstones, which are typically, of course, cabochon cut, and yet lately we've been showing them to you in a more, of course, a beautiful faceted version. What that does is it gives it a whole new life and a whole new way to show off its colors. And this is, yes, ruby pendant is gone. Congratulations on that one. Now we're talking about natural opal here that is going to be our faceted 6 carat 22 trillion, 39 points in those yellow diamonds. Love those yellow diamonds that kind of splay out that way. That's really, I think, a beautiful touch there. Certainly gives it a lot of extra luxury. We know that. But you also get the white diamonds. Classic there. It's 1130761. And it is a fabulous 622. That's going to look larger. So yes, count on it looking about 12 carats in actual size if you compare it to other gemstones, being a less dense stone. 39 points, though, is going to be the carat weight on your yellow diamonds. And then you, of course, have the white diamonds. They're there at 27 points in the white diamonds that create that halo around it. So all overall, really well done. Now, let me move this stone a little bit, because when you see this in action, that's when it gets a little bit more wild, doesn't it? So you're seeing here when it gives you those colors from, yes, a more red base color, but then a lot of blues and greens and yellows and reds and purples. And then let's take a look at it on. Guess that means I got to take off my diamond. So yeah, wait, hang on just a second. Then there it is. There's that fancy facet pattern we love in the opal. So all the different colors we expect to see out of an opal, best of the best in colors, never ceases to amaze. But of course, that big size. I even think this one looks even a little bit larger than a 12 karat typically does. And we're going to blow it out right now for you. It is so much better than $76.99. Huge value coming your way. Call me early, because obviously we deal in a lot of one-onlys. And if this looks like, okay, well, I've seen pieces like this before, I'm seeing a lot of color, we're going to really specialize in diamonds tonight. So get ready. Yes, I'll give you little hints as the hour goes on, but really everything to be revealed at the top of the hour just in about 50 minutes from now. So get ready. But here's what we're going to do instead of $7,600, as well as a better value when we're all talking about solid gold. We love our solid gold. Natural diamonds, those are those fancy yellows that are also natural on the sides. And then, of course, your white diamond halo. And we'll take it down even lower than $76.99. It's a great start price, but we want to make sure it goes. And how do we do that so affordably? Easy peasy. Send it out for the best value possible. And you've got even two-tone gold. So I love the way that this is set, so that if you are like so many of us jewelry lovers and you don't actually just commit to one color of gold, instead you like to mix and match, this is the way to do it. And it's not even $7,000 or half that at $35,000. We've got a huge blowout for you right now. There is only one. That's key. One of our bigger opals we have seen here in really recent memory, and yet we're going to make it better than $35,000 or $3,000 or $29.99. There obviously won't be as much voice elevation today. There might be not as much modulating. To be honest with you guys, if you really want to know the truth, I've spoken all of about 20 words in 1 week's time since I last saw you on Wednesday night. Wednesday night, it was gone completely. I've said about 20 words, and that was pretty much just a quick, hello to the doctor. That's it. So literally when I say I haven't spoken, so I don't know what to expect. Hopefully the voice just needs a little warm-up time, but I tell you, I have been on strict vocal rest, so that's the key. So we're just kind of winging it together here, and we'll find out together how it does. But here's what we'll do, because unfortunately the only cure for laryngitis is rest, and it's tough when you're in business like I am. But here's what we're gonna do. Instead of $29.99, we'll blow it out $1,999 only. That is it. So really glad to have you with us. It's under $2,000 to get that ring home, and that is stunning. So hey, Kirsten, thank you for being with us. Is everybody here ready to go tonight? I hope so. Carrie's here with us. Kirsten's here. Janae is here as well. Thank you so much. Happy April 1 and all. So this is really, really exciting. So $19.99, got some great values. We'll do that Paraiba. We've got an opal that is black opal. See, there are different varieties of opal, and yet they all have, no different than you could say, oh, well, there's different varieties of a lot of things, and yet they all can be very, very different from one to the next. And that's where we're seeing, look at this. This is black opal out of Australia. How about that stone? So that's impressive as well. I like that style mounting too. Then we've got Tahitian black pearl is also here. I know we've been excited about this show, so get ready. And again, we're all so glad. Hey, Lydia, thank you so much. Lydia, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, happy early Easter. That's true. Yeah, we're just right around the corner. What a fun time of year. This is probably spring break for a lot of people. I think, yeah, this week and next, probably a lot of spring breakers out there. A lot of people probably on those vacations. Oh, I love that idea. And of course, yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys are with us and ready to rock. So here's what we'll do. At $19.99, yes, Easter and Passover today, kicking off. And then, of course, we've got Easter weekend. I mean, it's just a busy, fun, fabulous time of year. And wait till you see what we're doing tonight to kick it all off. But here we are with our Paraiba. Let's get to a Paraiba next. This is a full necklace. You get pendant, chain, everything. And that is really, really exciting because you get the whole deal so that it's perfect and ready for gift giving, even if you wanted to do that. And listen, we've got a very special bright Paraiba. That one is about as bright as I've seen. And this is really one of those that is ultimate neon, isn't it? It's item number 1130797. It's in 18 karat gold this time around. Sometimes we always guess. I look at these prices and I think platinum, because platinum is so much more affordable than gold these days. It didn't used to be that way. It is now. And yet I'm very excited to say this is 18 karat gold, and yet still going to be very, very affordable for you. It's our 10-point individual round Paraiba. It's a very big size to get in the world of Paraibas. You've got the round, you get the diamonds. It's like two little chevrons coming and meeting with that round, and then it's a tension set stone, so a little more sophisticated style. Instead of your basic prongs, it's going to have that tension setting as well, which looks fantastic. Now, it comes with this really beautiful bead sparkle cut chain. So think of a beading like a popcorn chain, which is something that can be a little bit more casual, but then instead, this one's all diamond cut. So when they do that diamond cutting, as you see there, you see how it just literally looks like you're wearing it on a diamond collar. And that's really, I think, just elevates it a little bit more, but still dainty enough where it's casual. I don't know how many times you'd put a pendant on an actual diamond collar, but the look of, I think, is awfully nice. Here's what it looks like from a distance. You can see it's just under an inch. In top to bottom length, that's going to be about 7/8, and then we'll show it to you on the neckline as well. So just another perspective on how beautiful that is, but also more importantly, how bright it is, because that to me, you're seeing a really darker colors that it's up against, and look at the most bright neon visual in your camera shot is 100% the Paraiba. And there's no doubt you're seeing a big signet ring and 7 karat diamond, and yet the Paraiba is what's completely glowing here. And that's very exciting. Not to mention it is a slide style pendant. So that means you can use it with larger chains. Maybe it's your Omega. Maybe it's a bigger chain that you want to switch out and swap out. You can do that. But let's take it under $1,000 and make it $999. First caller on the Paraiba. Great way to go and get you something really special, because 10 pointers in the world of Brazilian Paraiba are not that commonplace. We see very, very few that ever get that size. So really excited to see that here tonight, ready to go at $999. And of course, it was our ruby pendant that went so quickly. We do have that opal that's coming up. Plus, we'll get into a very large Tanzanite, a 1325, has a brand new markdown. I know a lot of you have been hustling to the request lines looking for Tanzanites, and I get it. It's because there's so few left in our museum reserves. We've got some major pieces. Anna S., if you're out there, I did not have time to email you before the show. I apologize for that. I can send you pictures. I took the photos of what you might be liking, but if you do want to see them tonight on the air, I've got the rounds that would suit what you're requesting. So let me know, Anna, in Georgia, if you want to see those. I brought out all the rounds that we have that I know are what you're looking for. So we can bring those out for a quick little look too, if you would like to. I just didn't have a chance. Otherwise, you can wait for the email, which will come after the show. But otherwise, I can just show them right up front here as well. So let's get to our black opal coming up next. It's going to be our lightning ridge stone, because I think this one may be gone. Sounds like it's a pendant kind of day so far. And I understand that comes with the chain, so pendant, necklace, and they're really two separate pieces. So feel free to do whatever you wish there, and even break up the set if you want to. Let's take a look at our opal. Our opal is next. This one is a stunner. And you're really going to have to see it move every direction as well to get the full breadth of what it is giving you as far as a really strong lightning ridge stone. Now, this is going to be on number 1130-794. And let me know who's got that Paraiba, or for that matter, the trillion cut opal, because the trillion crystal opal is still here as well, if you'd like to get that. But this is our black opal out of Australia's lightning ridge. It's a carat 11, 1.11, 22 points in the diamonds. They're all bigger stones, as a matter of fact. You got a couple of princess cuts, and then the rounds all mixing and matching together. But I really want to move this stone about and to and fro so you can really see it very, very well. It's another one that's coming with a chain, but this time a box link chain done in the platinum. This one is a platinum setting, so look at that. It's a very much a mosaic pattern to this opal, I would say. Very much the blues, the greens, the reds, and of course almost like a purple base color to it. Purple and Paraiba kind of colors together. And that's our 111. That one's going to be very affordable. It's in, again, platinum and adjustable. By the way, last chain was adjustable as well. Even though it was that bead style, it was still adjustable, as is this one. So you can make it up to 18 inches, but any length you'd like shorter than that. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. Watch that shimmering kind of hologram-like color. And then we'll show it to you here in measurement form. And let me know, Jason, if you'd like that opal, or if you would like to get that fabulous Paraiba. There it is, just about 3/4 of an inch top to bottom on this one. Here's a look at it from a distance away as well. So you can get yet another look at how beautiful now that lower light. So you're really seeing a lot of those extra bright colors. I see a lot of red coming through right now too, which tends to be a little more elusive when it comes to the opals, doesn't it? So we're going to show you what we've got here coming up, and one more look up close. Comes with the chain. Again, when I show you the chain, it comes with the chain. So a great thing there. So you know you're getting all one fabulous, ready to wear, ready to go piece. And yet it's going to be extremely affordable. We're going to do that one for under $2,000, even though it's over a carat in a lightning ridge stone. And we'll make it very affordable. How about, you know what? How about better than $19.99? Got some big values. I know we're going to see some very unusual type pieces you've never seen the likes of before at the top of the hour. So you've probably got about 40 minutes to shop the traditional TVON pieces. And again, Ma, if you're out there, we've got an emerald put aside for you that I know you want to see again, or see first time, I'm not sure, to be honest. It's a beautiful emerald. It's a beautiful Colombian stone. So we do have that for you. And then we do have this one going under 19. Let's keep going. A lot of big values here in this show. And so far, a lot of great pendants. They're going quickly. Let's make this $1,599, and that's it. So $1,599 on that one, and you will get it. And then we've got that lavender Paraiba. Yes, we do. A true lavender, too. It doesn't have any pink at all. So if you're really looking for those true purple Paraibas, got one for you. It's a big one, too. It's over 3.5 carats. I'll be a little bit more diligent at water tonight, so bear with me if there's a little bit of seconds here and there of silence. May clear the throat a bit. So, yeah, be ready for that. But again, apologies. Coming back a little bit prematurely than I should for the voice, but had to be here. This is the big, big day. This is April 1st. It's the big celebration of what we've been waiting for, and what I have put months and months and months and months of behind the scenes. Couldn't tell you anything about it. I'll tell you, that was the hardest part, was keeping this whole event a secret, because there's been a lot going on in the last several months to make today possible, and to give like 1 hour of really, really fabulous, something new and different and totally, totally unique. So that's going to be coming up for you. And I promise you, even if you watch every network out there, and I know you do, you have never seen anything like what I'm about to bring you at the top of the hour. And how long it'll last? Probably an hour, if that. Maybe, if we're lucky. So yeah, it's definitely a do not miss moment, okay? So we're really happy about just the fact that you can be here to be a part of it and see what it's gonna be all about, okay? So no problem. And Nadira, if you want to do this, Nadira, because I got your email right before the show, it was about 5 minutes before the show. If you do want to let me know, we have diamonds of all kinds. So as far as if you're looking for, you know, diamond pendants, if you want to just call into your operators, we can try and bring something out. We always have those diamond classic pieces for you. So sure, if you want to just give us a call, Nadira, and tell us exactly what you're looking for, it'll be a little bit more helpful since we only have about maybe 40 minutes to play with before we jump into our special presentation. So that's just something to keep in mind. So Nadira, again, if that works better for you, just give us a call. Tell us if you're looking for a 1/2 carat or a 1 carat, because those would be the options we have for you in diamond solitaires. Okay, so I have to show you this. Pendant, move aside please, and make room for this absolute stunner, which we could sit here all night and try to guess what that is. And I'm not sure that anybody would come up with the right answer, because it just is one of those perfect in pink. We usually say pretty in pink. I would say this is pretty perfect in pink. And I could not be more thrilled about everything about it. The way it's set, the cutting of the stone, we are the best when it comes to rare and exotic natural gemstones. We are the best at it in the world. And yet even we can top ourselves on occasion. And I think this is one of those moments where we're saying, look out, we've done all kinds of great stones before, but this is a next level stone. It's item number 1130754. It is our 18 karat gold setting. That is tourmaline. It's like step aside sapphires, step aside spinels, and even pink diamonds. You got nothing on this pink tourmaline. It is gorgeous. Cushion cut that looks more like a radiant. It is our 3 carat 30. And then those are very important baguettes stacked on the sides of this ring leading into the rounds. So it goes triple tier of the baguettes. They're stacked together. Then you go with the rounds on the sides there on the very, very, very edge. And you put it all together, and oh my goodness, what a ring. It's gonna be a total weight of 28 points in the baguettes, 17 in the rounds. All together, one of those fabulous pieces that's going to have a total carat weight just under 1/2 carat. But that is really about the prettiest stone with little subtle hint of purple coming through underneath that stone as well. Just a really, really pretty look. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And you gotta love these 18 karat gold settings that we're bringing you. I mean, that's really important as well. I mean, nobody's doing gold anymore. I mean, it's pretty much a lost art form. And yet we're really excited to bring you the 18 karat, that upgraded, that really important, that 75% pure. Now, of course, it's gonna be in the white gold, or you can change that if you'd like to, but see how glittering and bright that pink is? It is so gorgeous. And the way it's done here with the stacks of the baguettes, it makes that stone look even a little bit, not only does it bring your attention in, but it makes the stone look a little bit wider. It's just one of those illusions by having stones set vertically next to the center like they are. Really well done. Here's what it looks like up close again. And yet we're gonna bring it down in price tag and way below $9,400. This is one of those just beautiful rarities. Don't get to see too many of at this clarity. You know, these are type 3 stones. We talked a lot about barrels the other, last Wednesday it was, when we brought our red barrels, and how those are the type 3 barrels. Well, here's a gem family that's entirely, the whole family is type 3. So it's really difficult to find stones that have that clarity, and therefore, even with the best cutting in the world, to see them give that pop, that scintillation that you're seeing, that's rare. It's not going to be $9,400. Call me early. There's only one. And again, we've upgraded everything about it, from the gold to the diamonds to the really special, even the prongs. We doubled up the prongs in the corners. So you're just looking at everything so perfectly well thought out, so executed to perfection. And we're very excited to bring it to you at better than $9,400. Here's what we'll do. Very, very special and very, very cool price tag. I'm not loving the 94 and you're not either, and that's because we are all spoiled with values. Every single night we want to make sure that indeed we can keep that party going, and aren't we always about values no matter what? Well, we got some new and fresh and exciting ways to do value that we have never, ever done before. So it's exciting. Again, we're only about 35 minutes away from that premiere. So I'm going to try to get as many of these new items as we can before we step into our really exciting premiere night. But this is going to be better than $7,400 as well. We've got $2,000 off already, taking it even lower. Let's go ahead and send them out as quickly as we can, because every one of the kind, and that's what I have here in these new pieces, all one onlys, and it's not even going to be 74 or 7,000 when you're looking at perfect tourmalines. And I know a sapphire like that would be about 4 times this price. It's so much more rare to get this color in the tourmaline. And that's what excites me about it, is if you're collecting rarity, let's face it, you're in it for the pink. We love that color, but when you get cutting like that, it's so much more rare to get that color and cut from a tourmaline. So instead of 7 or 6 or 5, we're going even lower than $4,000 just to make it doable for one color out there, and we'll make it even better than, $39.99. Seems fair until you realize, you know what, we need some values to make up for some lost time. And of course, we've got our big presentation. You're not going to be seeing a lot of color after 6 o'clock. So hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So yes, get ready, and let's make this even better than $39.99, or actually better than $29.99 as well. Even a better value for our very first couple of minutes here as we gather, as we get excited about what's coming up. What could it be? I don't know. Who knows? Or what? Did she say something about that ring we've all been obsessing over? My ring? Well, who knows what we're going to do? Should we just auction off my diamond? We might. You never know. But here's what I'll do for you right now. Let's make it $2,499 on the tourmaline. And then we've got a quick little star sapphire wheel. I do have a couple. Yes. Yes, you got it. We have that emerald request coming up. You got it. And that is that type 3 stone we were just talking about when we were talking about beryl. 2 type 3 varieties of beryl, the beryl family, that is. That would be the red beryl we saw last Wednesday that sold out. And of course, this one. But it begs you. It begs the question here, where are the inclusions? I remember, I think I showed this to you actually last Wednesday, now that I look at the ring. It's 1130686. It's about as fine a color and clarity together that you would ever see in an emerald. Colombian Muso Mine. It's platinum as well. It's a carat 35, 85 points in the diamonds. Love that we alternated the size of the diamonds around that halo to make it a little more interesting. And then that beautiful, beautiful, slightly diagonal band. Here's what it does when it's on the hand. If you think the clarity is good there, wait till you see it from this perspective. We're just down a couple feet away. Look what it's doing. If it can deliver that kind of clarity up close the way it just did, you step aside or step just back a foot or so like we just did, and now it's on the hand, and consider that's with a backdrop behind it. We can't blast light through it. And look what that stone is doing. Completely glowing every single angle of this gem. Truly remarkable, truly unique, and a one only opportunity. And yes, I did have this last week for you. Time to bring it on back and give you that value in platinum. I don't know if there's a more classic setting than the halo. You'll never convince me otherwise. I mean, maybe outside of the solitaire, but I think a lot of these stones here, we know they deserve so much more. So you don't see a lot of true solitaires, because we know that stones like this, they want those VS diamonds as companions. They want that frame, that way to show it off. And yet we're going to blow it out right now. It is $39.99 when I have sold tons of emeralds that are of this size, because when they get over a carat, that's when they really start to go a little crazy in price tag. And yet this one's under that $10,000 mark. That's usually where they are. Anywhere between $7,500, that would be the more included versions, all the way up to $10,000, which are where you see more clarity like this. This one just brought down because, again, well, it was part of a big blowout event on last Wednesday when I just had all that brand new, and we truly liquidated all brand new pieces. And isn't that what's fun is? Don't have to wait here for a sale. You get the big sale prices on day one, right at the onset, that biggest and best value you could ever imagine. And it's happening right there at $39.99. So big value on the Colombian emerald. Big presentation coming up in 30 minutes. We'll show you a few more things that we have in color here for before we get to our top of the hour. And then, yes, we do. We've got some very, very special sapphires that we can also share with you here before we get too deep into the show here, because I know we're all getting excited about 30 minutes from now, what we're going to see with that top of the hour. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I have a quick little blowout wheel on some mega blue star sapphires. that are all going to be, actually we have one that's going to be a little bit unusual in the color. One's going to be more of a purple color, but we'll show you the two blues and then the one purple, and get those homes here at a newly reduced price. So all going to be some platinum and gold coming up. We got some different varieties, so let me know on that one what you think there. Here we go. The first option, the Roval cornflower. The second option is going to be a little bit deeper blue, and this one, wow, look at this mounting. It's like a love knot design. It almost feels planetary. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know if it's all the space talk and all the space exploration and all that good stuff, or if it's just, no, that one just feels like a beautiful rings in motion around that stone. And then here's one, it's got a pinky purple color to it, so a little more unique even than the blues or than you might expect to see. So now we're talking, do you want the unheated star purple in the middle here? That's going to be in gold, by the way. The blues are going to be in platinum, but you get a choice of, do you want to go more royal blue or more cornflower blue? Totally up to you, but again, very unique mountings, platinum on either side, left and right. You know, if it's a wheel, it's going to be a big old discount. So we're going to send them out in a hurry here, and all you need to do is dial in. Don't forget that emerald's still here if you'd like that one. The gorgeous trillion cut opal, also a good one for you to consider before we go to our top of the hour, but here they are, three incredible stars. And yes, which one would you like? The deeper blue, platinum, that diamond weight, by the way, is 43 points, but it's around a 244. We go here, that's a 3 carat, 25. That'll be the largest, by the way. I know it doesn't necessarily look it, but we consider there's so much depth to these cabochons. So a lot of your carat weight is not just on what you see visually, but also on the depth of the stone. So that's our 325 over here, 44 points in, wait a minute, those have the same diamond weight almost, so 44 and 43. Diamond weights are almost identical. Then you go to the purple, that's our 208. Now what makes that one special is it's a pure round. So that's also going to be more of that pinky purple kind of color right there down the middle, and that's a 208 with 21 points in yellow. And then, of course, your 66 points in the white diamond. So altogether, fabulous ideas. Which one would you like? This is a blowout, quick little bottom of the hour special here as we get you going on a fabulous Wednesday, one that will not soon be forgotten, one that's going to be of monumental proportions, because in 26 years of doing this, I've never had ever the opportunity to show you anything like what we're going to get to debut in about 28 minutes. So it's pretty exciting, just when you think she's done it all. Nope, not yet, but we're going to check another box off the shopping list tonight. But this is going to be our star blowout here. And you know what? Whichever one you like, under $2,000. That's not supposed to be happening. It might if they were half carat or 1 carat stones, but these are all, remember, the smallest one up there is a 208, and they just get bigger from there. So all I can say is you want to start dialing, because they're not even $19.99. And again, you add the great carat weight, but you get the asterism, which is the phenomenal aspect here. So the better part of the equation is that these are also really, really rare, phenomenal stones. So you're getting all the best, all the rare, and yet they're not even going to be $19.99 or $18.99. Let's blow them out and do what we do best, which is give you that undeniable best value possible. And you can get it right now, anyone you want, or get the whole collection, because I can't tell you how many wheels there are where some collector comes in, swoops in, and takes all of them, because that's a collector's wheel for you. You'd have 3 different colors, 3 different looks, all different mountings, really different looks and designs, and yet we're going to make them even better than $18.99. They're only $1,888. So that'll be it on the sapphires, our star trio, right then and there, and fabulous opportunity. And then don't forget, we got a big top of the hour coming up. So yes, hard to forget when it's up there. I hope y'all know that. Call a friend, tell any jewelry lover you know. They may want to be tuned in here at 6 o'clock Pacific to be a part of this really big debut. Also have a new Tanzanite, and this is the purple Paraiba. So just so that you know, there's a lot of purple Paraibas that I present here that are pinky purple neons that are a little different than what you're about to see. And yet this is where everybody tends to ask more and more for requests of, okay, here's what I really want to see in a purple Paraiba. I want to see purple, like a true lavender, to the point where the closest other gem that's going to give you a color like that is really a purple diamond. That would be the next way to get anything close to that, would really be a lavender or a lilac diamond. Have you ever seen a purple diamond? They're really, really rare. You would really struggle to find one of this size. It's 18 karat gold here. It's item number 877. And we're going to give you a big blowout price. There are a series of baguettes all the way around. That's an entire halo done in nothing but tapered baguettes going around your stone. But then you have that split shank on the sides, which is going to be where your rounds are going to reside. This is a 3 carat 66. It is stunning. It's one of our bigger ones anyways, but then you get that carat 24 in the diamonds as well. So a lot of diamond weight to go with it, and all you got to do is call, because there's only one, and I'll make it very affordable so that we can send it on out of here and welcome you into a big Wednesday. I know it is just one of those days where there's so many exciting things to look forward to. I think once April, that calendar turns to April and we start to really feel like spring. And we start to thinking about Easter holidays, spring break, sunshine and warm weather, travel, get-togethers, holidays, all the fun things that you've been probably waiting for since the holiday season, right? It is here and it is now. And is there anything better than that lavender color? In knowing that you're getting one of the rarest ways to ever get a lavender color with that purple Paraiba. You can call it couperine, but remember, it's acceptable if it's a purple color to call it Paraiba. It's one of the 3 colors you can say that with. There's the blues, the greens, and the purples. And so any of those colors can be called Paraiba. It's how the industry and the trade has decided. Anything that's got any one of those 3 colors can be acknowledged as a Paraiba, which of course, copper bearing, it couldn't be Paraiba if it didn't have the copper. So you have that there as well. And then that incredible diamond weight at 124. We're so excited it's here. It's got to be a better price than $14,999. Let's see if we can maneuver this a bit. Let's adjust as we go here. Make sure it's affordable for you and send it out for less than $10,000. Come on in. It's an early bird special. You know that. Half hour in, you better believe we're going to bring you some big values. And this cannot be 99, 89, 79. How many times have we seen even the purple pinks? Those are really pretty. They're magenta. They have that neon. Well, guess what? This is the more rare of all the purple category. And yet we've got it down to $79.99. It continues to drop even lower than that. You want to be the first one on the phone lines. Definitely, as before anybody else can possibly get in, this is the time to do it. And we're going to make this so much better than $7,000 or $6,000 or even $5,000. It is $49.99. First caller gets it. And for the true lavender, I've had only maybe 3 all time here in the true lavender Paraibas. So this being one of those remarkable, the size is really huge. The clarity is there. We never expect to see that in tourmalines. You've got it right now for $49.99. So first caller on that one, we'll give it 30 seconds. And then get ready. If you have any requests again for any piece you want to see again or anything that you are looking for as we continue through the next 20 minutes or so, got to do that now because I know we're all waiting now. Not everybody's going to get in on the top of the hour deal. The top of the hour deal is pretty limited, but we are definitely excited to share with you something that is, again, something we've never been able to do in a decade of broadcasting. Look at this. I fell in love with this stone for that rich golden color you're getting. What do you think about that? That's a really, really unique zircon. Huge size, over 10 carats. Love that one. What about this Tanzanite? Maybe it's a Tanzanite you're looking for before they're gone. Maybe it's the largest one set in a ring. That would be here. This one has my heart and my soul. And I feel like there's only so many opportunities I can give it now on the air before I just literally say, here's the credit card, I'm taking it home, and make it a size 5 because it is just so unbelievably good and I can't get enough of this stone. It's a little large for maybe some. Some people like small jewelry. Others like bigger jewelry. Some of us don't discriminate when it comes to jewelry and we like it all. That's me. I like all kinds of jewelry, but I want my colored gems to be epic and really, really impressive. And I cannot think of a better way to show you a more epic or impressive stone than what is right here on this wheel. It is a 13¼ carat blue winged block D, museum reserve, by the way. Museum reserve. And then it's got the diamonds everywhere around it, under it, surrounding the halo. Let's take a look at it again, because otherwise you're going, I'm looking at a nice window there. Here's what we're talking about. 1128941 is the Tanzanite best I got in a ring. Simply the best. Look at the red flashes. I'm not even facing it up to the angle of the camera. I'm not even doing anything to manipulate it. We've got, again, really bright lights trained on it. Look at this stone and what it's able to do. And then, yes, those are the double row in diamonds you're seeing run underneath it. That is the bridge setting. 210. 210 is a really good place to be. Not on freeways, but in diamonds. Yes, I spent my whole life on the 210 freeway, so yeah. It just gives me a little chill at my spine when I say it. But here's the deal. Here's what we're going to do instead of $23,000. Look at that piece of jewelry. And the gold weight has about the weight of like 6 or 7 rings in one. Like standard ring, yeah, would not even be one of these bands. You got 4 on the sides, 1 huge halo, finished on the inside as well. And you put all that together and you realize we're going under $10,000. There's a brand new price drop. I've had this before. I just mentioned it. It kind of pains me to show it to you because it's like my dream Tanzanite. And Lolo don't have a museum reserve blue wing block D yet. So it's one of those times where I'm really considering when we got about 5 left to show you here as far as, you know, everything's made up. There's no loose stones anymore. That's it. I got everything made up, ready to go. It's in jewelry. It's like pick a piece. At this point, no custom designs, just pick a piece. There's a few pieces that are en route. They're custom designs I'm making for customers in pendants. They're heart shapes. They're due any day now, but they're done. So it's like, okay, we got nothing left in loose to choose from. It's now or never on your Tanzanites. I am so proud of this ring. I know that it's got a huge amount of gold. Let's get it home. There's only one. I can change the gold too. So if it's more your perfect ring, if it's in yellow, let's do that for you. I have no restriction there. I just want to make sure it's affordable as possible. And that, there's where you see it. The double row runs underneath. That's why we call it the bridge. Finished all the way through. Even the gold at the most narrow point in the back, still pretty wide. Still a lot of gold there. And it's not going to be 99 or 89 or 79. That is where I had it last time on the air, by the way, and was very proud of that price tag. And anybody who's doing the math right now is going, yeah, I see a per carat value I like. Watch what I'm doing instead. And if you haven't dialed, please do so now, because this is going to be one of those you blink and you miss it deals because of the per carat. Now keep in mind, we oftentimes talk about per carats and act as if the mounting is free. And that's okay with solid gold and maybe 40, 50, 60 points in diamonds. Here's where you're getting though, 210 in a lot of gold. So where I'm about to take it is not going to make any sense, but all you can do is dial. That's all you can do. And make it yours before it's gone to somebody else, and know that you have a money back return policy and all that to make sure you love it. Here's what I'll offer for you instead of $7,500. This is a brand new reduction. You're going to love this ring, but it's not going to be 75 or 74 or 73. We have one. And it's for somebody who wants, you want big and grand and just bodacious in every way. You don't just want the stone to be big. You want the mounting. You want everything to be really monumental. That's where this piece takes you. And it's not even 73, 72, or 71.99. That's a big value already. We're making it $6,999, which, by the way, is all of like $525 a carat if we do not include a penny for that mounting, all that gold, and all of those incredible diamonds. So yeah, I would say pretty big value there. I would say so. $69.99 and one of our best. So again, emerald cut lovers, that's also what we've got in emerald cuts. So definitely not one of those that you're going to see time and time again. Even in, yeah, sure, a smaller size, no, larger sizes, there's nothing. This would be the way to go about it right here and now. Also, before we go, because I do have just about 15 minutes here until our big presentation kicks off, I do have a new Moonstone. There's been several of you asking for that. And again, let me know if I can help you with anything, find anything for you. You got about 16 minutes until we kick off that top of the hour. I'm not sure how long it's going to go. Just kind of depends on how quickly we go through the items. I've only got a couple. But here's what we'll do. This one may be gone. We're going to show you a Moonstone, and let me offer you a little let's make some magic happen deal. I've got 1130496. Tanzanite, who's taking my ring. Now, listen, it won't be the first person taking my ring tonight. There's going to be another piece of my jewelry going out tonight, if you know what I mean. But here we are with a couple people talking about it. Jason, do you want that one, or can we let this other caller get it? Because $69.99, and that's not going to last. You know it, you know it, you know it, you know it, because nobody is selling low quality Tanzanite material for that price. Nobody. And I really challenge you to find a 2 carat 10 VS diamond mounting in solid gold these days. for free. That's what that is. So let's get to my, my really special moonstone here, and then we'll congratulate whomever gets that Tanzanite. But here we are with 1130496. This is that faceted moonstone. Now I'm going to come in a little closer here because I really want you to see. We've seen a number of these moonstones, so this is not new. But as we look at 496 this time around, okay, now we have 4 people talking about the Tanzanite, so I don't know who's going to get it, but it's probably not going to be me. Here we go. This is a moonstone. Yes, I came in close to 1130496 for a good reason, because it's very prismatic, and all the moonstones are a little bit different to the point where this cutting is really showing a different type of rainbow than it usually does. It's a 1 carat stone with 38 points in diamonds. And we have a very, very special moment here for you to take advantage of our 1 carat moonstone. Now, all we're going to do is this. I'm going to do a little let's see who's paying attention deal. Aware that tonight is a night where it's going to be a little different. It's a little different Wednesday. Every single Wednesday is must-see TV at this point because we have new premieres. But this week being a little different, we're going to do something really wild here and just give you an opportunity and wake up those phone lines. So here's how we make this happen. Here's a ring, should be $28.88. Not a problem, except for the fact that not sure that's going to do it today. So what we'll do instead is make this a whole bunch more affordable for you. Send it out as quickly as we can and let you price it the way you want, as we have about literally 14 minutes now till we kick off a presentation that I hope you enjoy. Yeah. Sure, Tanzanite on the hand. Let's do it. Here's the Tanzanite. Who is that for? Hi, Jeanette. Jeanette didn't want to stick on the phone lines thinking that's going to take her too long, but no, here it is again. So, and I know this one's way too big on me, so just keep that in mind. That's why I referenced earlier, when I give my credit card over, they're just going to have to size it for me. But other than that, I'd keep it in the white gold. That's just me. But here's what we're talking about when you talk about a really impressive bridge. And you can see here, still showing off. I mean, there's no, you know, we talk about this. I've mentioned many, many times that the emails and the messages that I receive from countless viewers that have purchased Blue Wings from us over the years has been really all sharing one common denominator theme, which is, how on earth does that stone look better when I get it at home? And that's what everybody says. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's no way. How could it look better than what it's giving right now? I'm seeing flashes of red, bright, bright blues, incredible violet. It really does. They look even more impressive when you see them at home in, let's call it, real light, like real, you know, not as bright. This is very bright light in the studio. Even with a light out, it's still brighter than your normal office or your outdoor, your home, when you're sitting at home looking at it and admiring it on your hand. Here's what we're going to do instead of this one's $69.99, and here's what it looks like. Also, I just want to note on this, not that I don't think anybody was thinking this way, but you can stack with it. There's enough elevation to the way the halo is set where, imagine this is another band. See how it just nestles right up against the actual foundation of the ring? So if you want to, you can do that. You can add a band to it if you want to. Just an option. Something I like to point out when possible, because it's not always something, just depends on how the gallery's built. But that is $69.99, translates to about what, $525 or so? I'm doing the math in my head. About $525 a carat. I would challenge anybody to find a Tanzanite anywhere of any quality for $525 a carat. Seriously, I would challenge you. And you know it, I don't think anyone's going to beat that. This has 210 in diamonds in solid gold all around it. So have a great time with this one. I'll tell you what, that's a beauty. Now here's back to our Moonstone when we're talking back to item number 1130496. And we're going to give this a huge moment here in an auction. Yeah, going to let you price it how you like to. However you want to do it, that's what you get to do. So instead of $28.88, we're going to just send it out here. And keep in mind, we are going to look for, I would hope, a lot of different callers on this one. We're going to get a lot of people in. We love our Moonstone, but we're running a little limited on those as well. And we're actually not going to start at $25 or $2 or even $1,500. A better value for you tonight. If you'd like to jump on in and make it yours, give yourself a shot here. We're going to do it for $1,000 to start the bidding. And there is not a piece of jewelry here in our inventory that I can make for $1,000, really. I mean, besides, and I'm gold. I mean, platinum here and there, yes, we had a platinum pendant earlier, a couple of platinum pieces, but in gold, to do a ring where there's that much band, I mean, you see, I know that's not the exciting part. The exciting part's the diamonds and the Moonstone itself. But to be able to do gold with a $1,000 open and $10 on the increment, I think that makes it rather exciting. And hopefully in honor of a lunar mission that just launched about an hour and a half ago, I think that makes sense to bring, let's show our love for gemstones. I think we do that really day in and day out, but look at how beautiful that is, and that beautiful color that gives you almost opal-like prismatic rainbow colors. That's why we call it rainbow moonstone. Most moonstones, not rainbow. They're just subtle grays and blues at best. Little different when you see how this one chimes in with all those different ideal colors. All right, so no open on that one. Let's go. We're going to move on. Let me just show you a little recap of what's left from the show so you can see what we've got for you. And then we will get ready because I know we are launching a big special coming up in about 9 minutes. So we'll show you everything we have remaining if you missed a little bit of it. Here we are. This is, and I know we'll need to zoom back, but let me set up a few so you have something to look at when I do. Zoom that camera back. You're going to see a big opal. We've got a big trillion cut. If you missed anything from the first bit of the show, I know how these go. First day back in a week, it's going to be a little bit quiet here at the moment, but let's take a look at what else we have, because this is what you may have missed if you just now went, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday, it's the first, oh my gosh. I forgot TVON. Let's show you what we got here. Here's the purple Paraiba. This is quite the look. I feel like this is what I want my Easter basket to look like on Sunday. This is exactly what I want it to look like. With a little, throw in a star while we're at it, maybe a couple of them. Let me show you the star. We have this beautiful cornflower blue. That's the cornflower blue star. What do we like in here? That's a lot of color. Can you believe we've shown all of that and more in the first hour, and that's not it? I got a Tanzanite. Yes. Oh, all right. So we'll open the auction at $1,000, and I'm going to just let you look at everything while we do the auction, because why not? Let's just keep you looking at the Moonstone. Yeah. So here's the Moonstone on the hand, and then we're going to just do this. Guys, we have the open now in this auction, and I know this is a little bit wild here because we got a lot up here. Here's what the Moonstone, which is the one that's up for auction with a $1,000 open, that's what it looks like on the hand. I'll point it both directions for you so you can see it either way, but that's what it looks like, okay? So you see that little bit of golden glow it has, lots of purples and greens. I mean, there's really every color of the rainbow. You name it, you get it in this Moonstone. That's at $1,000. There's a whole wheel of amazing exotics up here. They're all up for grabs. They all should go before the next 8 minutes go by. We'll make sure they do. And then this again is to keep in mind here. Let me put it right up front for you. This is what's up for auction. And then we'll let you take a gander at what you may have missed, including there were a couple of pendants here as well. So we'll just remind you of the Paraiba. This was our Brazilian Paraiba, the 10-pointer, done in 18 karat gold. Here's the Paraiba pendant we had earlier. That's a 10-point center. And then the diamonds with it. We also had a gorgeous black opal. That was the big black opal, karat 11. So I'll just flash that in so you can see what all you may have missed from the first hour. There's that big black opal there, karat 11 in the platinum. So that one comes with the chain as well. And then if you would like, okay, so we're going to give it a last call. Let me make sure everybody's clear, because you're not getting the whole wheel, but you're getting this one. So let me zoom in on that one very quickly here for you as a last call, and we'll give it 2 minutes, and we'll send out the Moonstone. It's only a $10 increment, by the way. You can have any gold you want. And our final 2 minutes is now. So you've got a last call on that Moonstone. It will be gone in a matter of 2 minutes time, so keep an eye on that clock, but most importantly, keep an eye on the phone and start dialing like mad. If that's what you want to do, is get in on that incredible Moonstone in the solid gold for only $1,000. Of course, it'd be $1,010 would be the next minimum bid. So something to keep in mind as you may want to dial in the next 90 seconds to make it yours, okay? And then it's our very, very, very last call on this one. So a good chance to pick it up. And this is where last call resides. So if you'd like to get in the Moonstone, we've got a $1,000 open. Do have the open, so it will sell. Not going to be coming back. It's going to be here, now or never time. And then when it's gone, okay? So our final look at that one. Final minute left to go. And the Moonstone just looks tremendous, doesn't it? Because it's so, sometimes you know how they can be a little foggy or hazy? Even the faceted stones. Sometimes they can have this little bit of dullness to them where there's a little bit of like a fog, haze kind of hue that looks a little bit like waxy. That's not the case here. It's completely bright. It looks like, I mean, imagine we see a good diamond is going to have a lot of color. You see them right there on the side. Good diamonds bring you brilliance. They should have all the colors on display as well, but it's never going to be in the same way that you see this moonstone, the way it's delivering so much powerful color, but still in pastels. So it's not like bright in your face, or sometimes I think bright colors can be in gemstones if there's a lot of them. Sometimes there's something almost artificial looking about it. Love that this one is just a beautiful, soft, and very ethereal kind of look. I almost think with these golden glows, sometimes it's the sunstone, and that's a stone, so I don't want to confuse anybody, but it almost looks like the sun or an eclipse of the sun is almost gliding across the stone here, because you see those golden reds and oranges and yellows as it just plays across that stone. So moonstone is what it's called, but then sometimes they have that little sunlit glow that travels across the stone. We have $1,000 going once, twice, 3 times. That is sold. Well done there. Just want to remind you, we'll do a little drive-by on some of our pieces here. There's the big tansy, and then we'll just kind of anchor that as a little recap, because we got about 4 minutes left to go. And then we'll do something that I've been waiting, well, about 2.5 years to talk about. So we're going to have some fun coming up. I've been basically keeping secrets for about 2.5 years from you guys. And so we're going to get to reveal everything, and we're going to get to talk, and we're going to do a little story time, and we're going to have a little, really a big celebration of something exciting that you've never had the chance to shop for here ever. So, and it's a one-night thing. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah. Not many, I was thinking about that where they're talking about, you know, the launch and how many, you know, when you send a rocket to space and how many hundreds of thousands of people are involved in that and how much time goes into that one moment. And yet, you know, I thought, well, you know what, I'm not quite to that level, but you know, what we're doing has been several years in the making, and I'm really, really excited that it comes down to, we get a couple minutes to talk about a celebration of something that I'm really excited about. So I hope you are too. And we'll talk about it in about 3 minutes. And we'll give you a look. Here's just a little, again, a little just kind of recap. And by the way, this is a pearl that I didn't get a chance to show you, but that is a really good pearl. It's a very modern take on a black pearl. It's going to be our 12.8 millimeter Tahitian. Does have a couple of bigger diamonds on the sides as well. 12 points there, set in platinum. So if you'd like a real modern classic pearl look, that would be a great way to go. And that one's going to be under $1,500. So a really nice value there if you'd like to get something special in the world of pearls, which, you know, we talk about pearls all the time, but that's that real rare, exotic, stunning South Sea pearl. So that's a good one there as well. Welcome on in. Happy you're with us tonight. Happy Wednesday. Happy April, everybody. So we'll talk top of the hour in about 3 minutes. We got a 3-minute countdown to go. And then if you have any questions, let me see, I didn't get my Paraiba back up here. This is that beautiful purple Paraiba too. So you can see that lavender lilac color, our bright Colombian emerald. There's our star. Here's our blue star. Here's our purple star. Of course, in the middle, anchoring it all, it's the big 13¼ carat. That's the Tanzanite Blue Wing Block D. And then the star sapphires, remember on either side in the back row there, those star sapphires are going to be $18.88 a piece. So you've got a great chance to pick those up as well. Okay, so last chance, last call. And then what we're going to do is show you something very, very special coming up. We've got a little top of the hour for you. We'll talk a few minutes about something I want to share with you. And then we can get back to some great colored gems and all that good stuff and make requests too if you have them. We're always happy to help with requests too if there's anything you're looking for in particular. And who got the Moonstone, by the way? Oh, wonderful. Did she also get the pendant to start the show? Oh, really? Someone different? Oh, I always think of her when a pendant goes to the beginning of the show because I know she loves our pendants. Well, congratulations. Thank you so much. All right. So we're getting ready. Countdown is on. 1:35 till we kick off a big top of the hour and an exciting special presentation for tonight only. So we're really looking forward to that, and really, really thrilled and excited to share a little story with you guys. So I hope you'll enjoy it and hang with me to hear what that's all about. So always fun to bring. When you work on a project for a long, long, long time, it's fun to bring it to fruition and share it with fellow jewelry lovers. I know we have a lot of jewelry lovers out there, so it's going to be an exciting, exciting presentation coming up in about 1 minute. So we'll get you started with that. And we're going to get you really, again, anything you see up there, let me know, because these have all been presented in full. Tahitian pearl is going to be under $15, except for that one. We had this one, $49.99 for this purple Paraiba. Of course, our big emerald, this is our carat 35. Look at that Colombian, how clean it is. That one's only $39.99. Remember how well we did on that one. Also have this really special, this is our two, we actually had 3 star sapphires. There's the purple, pink purple kind of color there in the round, 1888, as is this blue of the cornflower. And then we do have our big trillion cut crystal opal. And that crystal opal is gigantic, 6 carats, but looking like 12 plus. And then of course the 1325 in the emerald cut, in the blue wing, black day Tanzanite with all the red flashes galore, and 2 carats 10 in diamonds in a bridge. So there they are. All right, so we're welcoming in. We got a big top of the hour for you. We've got about 10 seconds to make it official here, and then we'll welcome everybody into the show and get you ready for a wonderful presentation on a Wednesday night. You know, every Wednesday night, we're doing something really special and new. So I want to welcome you all in to our fabulous evening together. Thank you so much for being with me. My name is Lauren Blair. So glad you're with us tonight. It is the top of the hour, and of course we're doing a special presentation for you here just at this moment. And just going to be quick here because we've got something really, it's just something I've been working on as a little pet project for about 2 years or so. It's really gotten real serious in the last couple of months here. And I'll tell you, goes back, and a lot of you know, I love diamonds. Now, this is, I don't know how long we've been shopping together, but I've been doing this a long time, and what you're about to see is something I've never done or never shown or never presented in literally 26 years of hosting national television, talking about one thing. Well, I've been doing national TV for a long time, but for a long time I talked about sports. Now I'm talking about jewelry. And for the longest time, in 26 years, I have literally been talking about amazing gemstones, natural stones, solid gold and platinum, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love diamonds. Diamonds are what I wear day in and day out. It's what I love the most. It's what I love the best. Diamonds are 100% my favorite thing. Do we have a request? Sure. Real quick here, let me just show you the Tanzanite real quick. Hold on, there's the Tanzanite. So before we go, we got a little Tanzanite look there. And did you have a request there too, Jason, or are they just waiting to get ready for the presentation? The blue one, you got it. And who's that for? Lisa. All right, Lisa, you got it. So I know we have a couple requests here about our first hour. So let me make sure we address those requests and concerns before we move on. So the blue star is here. Let me go ahead and show that to you. And the blue star sapphire is a really good one too. It's a real, now I assume she wanted the cornflower blue because we did have the 2 for you. And if it was the cornflower that we had on the wheel just now, this is what it looks like. So we'll take a quick look at this for Lisa. There's the Tanzanite, which is for somebody else. And there's the blue star sapphire. So that one would be, and I have the item number for you somewhere. Actually, I may not have it in my viewpoint here, and I can't reach it. But look at that. That's the blue star sapphire. That was the 3 1/4, I want to say. I think it was the largest of the bunch, Lisa, and has 44 points in diamonds. So sure enough, that one's here at 1888. So that's what it looks like on the hand, round or roval. I would say it's on the roval side. It's right between a round and an oval, so we call it a roval. So that one is for you, Lisa, and again, 1888, and that one's set in platinum. So we had the pink one was in gold. This one's in platinum, so it'll stay in platinum, okay? So we ready for a little story time? We've got the Tanzanite here as well, but verifying. So we'll see who's got what here, but yeah, we can show this one more time up close for you, Lisa, as well with the graphics, since I now have the item number for you. It is item number 11234660. So if you wanted to check out all the information, it'll be coming up for you. It's our 3 1/4 carat with 44 points in diamonds. They have the baguettes and the rounds, and that we were just coming off a big recap of everything from our first hour. Excuse me. So I just wanted to show that to you one more time. And anybody who has any requests or wants to see anything again before we get to our official kickoff, let me know, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna talk a little bit about this special presentation. It's been a few weeks now. I've been telling you about April 1st. Of course, April 1st being what? Diamond month. It is Diamond month, and this is one of my favorite months to celebrate because even though I am not an April baby, I do love my diamonds. So hopefully that helps out, Lisa. I hope it does. Let me know if you have any other questions on that. And we're going to talk a little bit about what's next. Again, welcome on in. Thank you for all those requests on our last couple items in that hour. So glad to have you with us. So my name is Lauren Blair. Excuse the voice. It's still me. It's just a little, the voice a little out of sorts. I've been ill and I lost it on Wednesday night last time I saw you guys. So bear with me on that. And I'm just happy to be here because this is a night I've been looking forward to really for years. Given the fact that I love diamonds and I wear a really, I wear a gorgeous diamond every single day, have been for about, let's see, since 22323. So about 3 years now. And I started out wearing an emerald cut diamond that I was absolutely just obsessed with. And then I recently, after 2 years, I decided to upgrade, and I upgraded my diamond to a radiant cut, just because, you know what, there are no rules with jewelry, and that's one of the things I love so much about it. There are no rules with jewelry, okay? You do not have to have one set ring or one set style or one set look or follow traditions, or you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. So when I started out my diamond journey, I picked out an emerald cut, wore it for the first couple of years, and then decided I wanted something a little bit different and wanted a lot of sparkle. And there was a couple symbolic things going on in life, as sometimes jewelry oftentimes really does. I think jewelry oftentimes, don't you agree, is really symbolic of milestones. It can mean certain things, and obviously maybe nothing more than what we wear on our left hand ring finger in a diamond. So I've been obsessed with diamonds for a long, long time. And just this past February, I got a chance to get to Tucson for about 20 hours to go to the show. And that was right there, first weekend of February. And as I was walking, and of course I had just upgraded to my radiant cut. So, and I don't typically wear my jewelry here on the show outside of my signet ring, because, you know, we don't traditionally wear things that we don't sell. So it's pretty off limits to wear any of my own personal jewelry outside of just basics. And so I'm walking the miles and miles of Tucson, trying to get all my work done and all my connections made in that little bit of time I had to get out there for the trade show. And as I'm walking by, a gal, lovely, lovely lady, stopped me, and she said, "I've been watching you for years," and pulled me into her booth and basically said, "I would like to just talk to you for a minute." She said, "I've admired you for years and what you sell and the values you sell it for." And I'd never met her before, I'd never seen her. Keep in mind, I've been in the business a long time. I know just about everybody in the trade. And yet she shows me her amazing boutique. It was more of a boutique rather than a booth. And she immediately was 100% locked in on my ring, this very ring that I was wearing. She said, "That is stunning. Tell me about it." And I told her the story and the carat weight and the symbolism behind it and all of that. And she's, of course, showing me her boutique, which is all about diamonds as well. And she said, "Would you ever consider, you know, having us make you a diamond ring?" And I'm thinking, well, I've got a diamond ring. And she said, "Oh, no, no, no. We're doing lab grown." And I said, "Oh, well, that's great." I said, "I'd love to take a look." I said, "I don't sell them, but I'll take a look." She said, this went on and on. We spent probably 4 hours just talking about jewelry, life, diamonds, more about diamonds. And she said, "Here's the deal. Why don't we recreate your ring and make you a ring for travel? You travel?" I'm like, "No, not much." But she's like, "You travel? Do you need a ring that we could make? We could basically replicate your ring. It's gorgeous." I told her what, how much it cost. She said, "Let's remake it." I said, "Well, listen, after spending a few hours realizing that this was not your typical material, I'm aware there's a lot going on with lab grown. You know, there's like a lot of little stones out there. There's different grades of it. There's all this jewelry out there. Most of it's in mystery metals and can be certified, sometimes not. But the problem is there's been nothing that's ever caught my eye, and I've been around it for a while, as far as quality." So I took one look and I said, if you can replicate this ring, I would love to have one, just personally, to go travel with, to wear when I'm, maybe just, sometimes I don't always wear my ring. I didn't even wear it to work for a long, long time. So again, she said, "Let's do it. Let's just put it together." We sat down, we got to the drawing board. I gave her the specs. She took the photos. We got it into a CAD system. And within a couple of weeks, it was literally 2 weeks, she had literally replicated my diamond ring. This ring, the ring that I wear right here every day, she had literally replicated the ring to a level where, let me tell you, I love my ring, but I don't know, this one may be even prettier. And I'm talking about the same 14 karat white gold, and I'm talking about the same quality, and the same side stone quality. So here's the deal. I've been wearing it for the last couple of weeks. It's caught some of your eye, and a lot of you have been asking me a lot of questions about it, and I wonder how much, and where can I get it, and what do I have to do? Here's the deal. Obviously, something like this to sell on TV, it would be in the 6 to 7 figures. What we're going to do is bring you something that I can tell you I have never, ever seen the likes of before on television. I have never seen offered anywhere else of this quality. And here's the real unique part, is that when we bring you something, of course, we're all about value, we're all about quality. We're at a standard level that's exceptional and, quite frankly, beyond anybody and everybody else's anywhere, TV, retail, or anywhere else. What I am so proud of is that we're going to bring you a special presentation on something that we just can't bring in natural, because we like to make everything a value. We like to make everything affordable. We do a really darn good job at it at color and exotics and different stones. So I thought, would this be a great time to give you an opportunity to not just own the basics, but something a little more luxe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I get to present you for a couple of items here, something called Lux Lab. And this is my own signature line here of still solid jewelry, solid precious metal, like how about 14 karat white or yellow gold, your choice, and the very, very best in diamonds that are, again, the only difference being grown in a lab, not out of nature, so that you can have something that maybe is an upgrade. Maybe it's something that's just different than what you have. Maybe you've always wanted to try a radiant cut. Maybe you've always wanted to get something a little bit different. Maybe it doesn't have to be an engagement style. You just want to wear it on the index finger of the right hand. This is something that I really, really wanted to bring you after, let me just tell you honestly, after years and years and years of you all requesting it, seeing it everywhere else and noticing that the quality's not always there, or it's always in a mystery metal, or it's in something plated and you're worried about, is that plating going to stay and last the test of time? We're going to bring you an opportunity to get you what is the ultimate luxury in lab grown, which is quite frankly where the entire diamond world is going. Now, my other beef with lab grown is this, is that there's a huge, huge margin on the standard lab growns. So I'll tell you right now, my favorite actress in the world, who goes by 3 initials. I'm not going to say her name because I don't need to give free advertising to her new company. She just launched yesterday a lab grown line with a jeweler. And her marquise diamond that she's wearing as her wedding ring is a 4 carat. I looked it up. It's $9,000. $9,000 for a 4 carat stone. And then you can buy loose stones. Loose stones. A lot of loose stones, even Blue Nile, those types of places, right? The places you think of for diamonds. All these places offer loose lab grown. You will never find a value because, like everything else we do, we are about delivering to you a value. So instead of asking for 100%, 200% crazy margins, we're going to give you the opportunity to own something that we could not make affordable in natural. So we'll give you the opportunity to own. Now, I want to show you something. This is my ring, and I'm going to try not to get them confused because honestly, there's no telling the difference. Here's the ring I'm going to offer to you. It's called, now this one is my own personal ring. So this one is something that is named, and of course, the designer named it and all that kind of stuff. And so mine has a special significance. Mine is a 7 carat 02. So my 702 is significant because my 702 is, that's the area code for Las Vegas. That is my adopted hometown. I grew up, born and raised here. It's my adopted hometown for the last 20 years. That's where Mom lives. So my 702 is significant. And of course, 702, if you know Las Vegas, we probably think of, oh, maybe gambling, casinos, a little bit of luck. So this one, and being that it is significant that mine is a 702 right here, this is also going to be a 7 carat radiant cut, minimum. And this 7 carat is called Lady Lux. She might just be lucky for you. I know she's been a very lucky ring for me. I am so proud to bring this to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you, and it has a suite, meaning it's got a matching pendant and a matching earring that I will follow this with. Now, if you are not somebody who does huge, big, bold jewelry like I do, that's okay. We have a couple of different assorted items tonight to hopefully accommodate anybody and everybody who might want something in a significant size diamond. Whether it's a bracelet, a collar, yes, I have a collar, or if it's a bezel set solitaire. We have them all. And this is the one that I'm going to start with because this is the one so many of you, I mean, I'm talking countless, thousands and thousands and thousands of inquiries I've had about this ring in just the last couple of weeks that I've been allowed to wear it, knowing that this was coming up, knowing that I had something special in the works, that our collection being called Lux Lab, of course, the ultimate luxury in a lab grown, but also the Lady Lux. And by the way, they can be certified as well. And get this, every single diamond, these are all custom made. So every single diamond will be certified as at least a minimum F color, which is of course colorless, and a minimum VS1. Most are in the VVS range because we wanted to mimic exactly what I have. So let me show you our first one here. This is the ring. Essentially, they have made basically the twin to my very own personal ring. So let's show it to you as we get started. And again, if you would like to try something unique, different, a little larger than maybe what is affordable in the natural world, here it is. And this is just, it's outstanding. And of course, this is what you've been seeing me wear because again, it's my own ring that I've been wearing for the last few weeks. Well, this is 1130-909. And again, if you've been frustrated looking at some of the price tags out there on loose stones or the concept of building your own, or you've seen that, yep, 4 carats are over 10 grand, et cetera, here is my minimum 7 carat. It's a 7 carat minimum radiant right here. The radiant cut is just, well, it's again, I love an emerald cut, but I had to upgrade. I really wanted that radiant. So we have our 7 carat. It's also going to be 64 points in diamonds on the sides. And this would be where all of your, of course, detail designer diamonds are around it. That's the halo. That's also down the shoulders. I did specifically, and again, they just made it just like mine. So basically, you're going to get the diamonds 3/4 of the way around. It's going to be in your size, whatever your size is, like again, quarter, half, 3/4, or full. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be made in that size for you, separately made, custom, so that if you need a cert, you can get one. It's $20, and you get a cert not by us, but by this lab called IGI, which is the #1 lab that's certifying lab-grown diamonds. So again, really important. And again, this is something we just, and I've got the one on mine because this is the one they made for me. Yours is 7 carat minimum. This is the, just to show you, this is the cert. They just matched exactly mine. So this is the cert from mine that is going to be the one I'm wearing when I travel and such, 702 E-Color VS1. So the certs are done the same way a GIA cert does. This is called IGI. So if you would like a cert, it's $20. $20 and you can get a cert that's going to tell you every detail of your diamond. But here's where we're getting you 764 minimum in your diamond weight. It's got everything. It's got even, we're talking about all the proportions, all of the clarity characteristics mapped out for you. And this is where, again, if that's always been the dream, is to have something of a really large, grand size, something you want that's really specific and stunning and special. If that's what you've always wanted, here it is. And again, this is, you know, I'm in the jewelry biz, so I get all kinds of breaks. And, you know, I can shop wholesale and shop exactly what I'm looking for. But let me tell you, it's high 6 figures or 7, depending on whose name is on the inside of the ring, if you're getting this ring in natural. That's just the way it is. And so for those of us that say, I still have a house and cars and kids and pets and responsibilities and mortgages, and I want to go on vacations with my family, and I want to spoil my kids rotten with gifts, and I want to have something at the end of the day, I don't need to spend $700,000 on a diamond ring. But I love the look, and I would like to try something unique. I have got it here for you. And this is what, whether it's a different style you want to try that you've always wanted to try that never, again, wouldn't be responsible to spend 6 figures, 7 figures on one piece of jewelry, that you just want to try, if you've always wanted to try something different, something, whether it's a different size, a different cut, a different look, if it's just a fabulous diamond ring. I got to tell you, as I wear this out and about, and I'm with all kinds of highfalutin people in the jewelry business all the time, and as I wear this ring, there is nothing else I wear, no handbag, no outfit, no other piece of jewelry that ever gets the attention this ring does. And I'm so, so proud we can bring it to you. And if you're interested in it, we have a matching suite available. There's the ring, and of course, we have the matching earrings and pendant that we'll show you briefly. And then we have some different styles. This is just one of the more high-end as far as carat weights. We do have one that's, it's the largest carat weight we have, by the way, but we will go down in size to bring you a few different looks. So if you want something simpler, if you want an emerald cut, if you want a bezel set solitaire, we've got those for you. But this is where we begin our lab grown, and again, just it's like a one-day thing here. It's just a one-day thing to bring you what you've been asking for. And it's very exciting. I know I wanted one for my own collection so that I wouldn't have to worry, because honestly, if you're not wearing your jewelry, what's the point? So I wanted one to wear I could feel comfortable wearing, didn't feel like I needed to have like a lot of extra security or be mindful of where I'm going that day or be mindful of where I'm at. Just wear the jewelry and enjoy the jewelry for what it is, which is still, again, all the same properties of a diamond, but grown in a lab, a controlled environment, instead of taking billions of years through the earth. So again, but the beauty of this is you could still spend comparable prices on lab grown of this size because it's trickier to get the bigger sizes. That's why most of what you see are small. Small little stones, accent stones, maybe a 1 carat, maybe a 2. You don't see too many in the 7 carat range, and that's because that's a lot harder to do with the technology. So it takes longer and it's much, much more difficult, and nobody's really perfected it until I came across what is again our Lux Lab. So this is called Lady Lux because again, she's our 7-carat lucky 7, that is. She's the radiant cut, and then of course the beautiful diamonds on the sides that give you this amazing look. And it is large. I will tell you, you can stack next to it if you'd like to, but here's the beauty of it. Comparable rings are $35,000 in lab grown. You can look them up right now, 7-carat lab grown, radiant cut. I did all the research. I got to tell you, it's mind-blowing how much money's out there. I am all about value. I stand for nothing but value. That is all I've ever stood for, but I'm also somebody who wants to really please the customer base. And what I can't ever bring you is a 7-carat diamond. Never have, never will. I can't bring you natural 7-carat diamonds and say, here's one for everybody, or let's sell 10 of them, or let's make it affordable. There's no such thing. Here's the way to do it. And instead of being $35,000, and instead of being even $30,000 or even $20,000, you get, again, solid gold. It's all 14 karat. You choose your yellow or your white gold, whatever your favorite is. You may want to get one of each. That's something I didn't have the luxury of doing. I'm a yellow gold girl generally, but I like diamonds in white gold. I do. So it was, I know, a really tough choice when I was setting out to get a diamond was, okay, what metal? Because yellow gold seemed passé for diamonds, but I don't normally wear white metal. So I went, and this is just an opportunity where maybe you don't have that dilemma. Maybe you could get one of each. That's if I make it a value. A good old fashioned, what does TVON stand for? We're all about value. So again, instead of having huge, insane markups and big time, you know, all that high profit margin that most lab growns do, if I was gonna bring you a couple of pieces of lab grown here at TVON, it needed to be an incredible value, and that's exactly what this is. Exactly what this is, because it's not even going to be $15,000 or $10,000. I'd like to make this affordable to the point where you can try it, remembering you still have a money-back guarantee. You still do. Try it if you'd like to. I know it took me a minute. It took me 4 hours. It took me exactly 4 hours to be convinced that I needed a lab-grown diamond in my life. It took me 4 hours of meeting with who I think is the very, very best to ever do it. And only they're doing this kind of size. And we are so proud to bring them to you. Again, my own personal direction over this, oversaw every step of the process. Thrilled we can bring it to you. We have an oval coming up, an emerald coming up. If you don't like radiant, no problem. We've got some other options for you, but it's not even $10,000. It's in solid gold. No platings, no mystery metals. Oh my goodness, no, we know. We hear you loud and clear. You want solid gold. And very few lab growns are set that way. Here's your solid gold. Let's take a look at it again. I'm going to try it on, obviously, and I'll show you. Mine's identical. Here's mine. So here's mine. This is mine. I mean, it might be a little dirty, but there's mine. Look at what they did. They just, I mean, it's perfected. That's mine. Mine doesn't look as good, I don't think. So I'm going to try on yours. Let me just show you. That's mine that I've been wearing for a few. I know it's terrible to say, but you know, especially with the, but anyway, here's what yours looks like. There it is on the hand. And again, this is not going to be $10,000. So this is the largest center stone we have. There's going to be a collar and a bracelet. I'll give you a couple of different ring options. We do have a suite for Lady Lux, so you can be all decked out and get the matching pendant, get the matching earrings if you'd like. But let's go absolutely crazy. And this is so stunning. And again, just a way to bring you, if you want to, and again, please, again, if you all want to be critical about lab grown, that's fine. Like I said, I never owned one until February. In February, they made one literally to match my own ring, just because they said, you know what, try it, see what you think. And I have been obsessed ever since. We're not going to do $10,000. It is still solid gold. And again, it's just a one-day thing. So again, please, just again, you've been asking for it. You've been telling me, I want that ring that's on your hand. Here it is. I know we didn't want to do it in zircon. Zircons don't look like that. We didn't want to do it in natural diamonds unless we would have to have like more room on the graphic for the digits and the commas. So here's a way to give you something that, again, you've asked for. You've been begging me for it. It's just about an hour here, and here's what we'll do. If you'd like the ring in solid gold, now gold bands alone cost you about $3 grand right now. True story, that's why nobody's doing anything in gold. We still are, and we're still making it a value, and it's not going to be even $10,000 or $7,500, and that matches the 3 carat and the 4 carat prices that are out there right now, because there are bigger stones now than there were a few months ago, but they tend to be 3 and 4 carats. That's what they tend to be, 3 and 4s. You got a 7 carat option here. And it's not $7,500 or $6,000 or even $5,000. And this is where all of this, and again, certified, if you'd like, $20 for the cert, if you want the IGI cert, and then it gives you all the exact, which many of you are going to get an E color. F color is the minimum. It's like, again, they're diamonds that are really all top color. That means colorless. Anything D, E, and F is considered white, bright, and colorless. Otherwise, you'd see some body color. You'd see yellow or brown. You've got even the side stones are also going to be the same. Minimum F color, minimum VS clarity. Many are VVS. Many are. So again, you get that beautiful, beautiful quality, and yet not even $5,000. It's not going to be $49.99. The 7 carat is our largest center stone. So proud to bring it to you. A beautiful value if you'd like to get something that, again, a lot of reasons we enjoy this. I know the younger generations, I cannot convince anybody that's 30 or under to get a natural diamond. A lot of people think about it from a sustainability standpoint, whether they're talking about sustainability or ethical reasons, things like that. So I know everybody who's getting engaged, it seems like, at this point in time, going the lab-grown route. I do not know anybody who's gotten engaged in the last 10 years with a natural diamond. So again, really, really, for the people that are getting engaged and want to maybe save a little bit of money, that could never probably get a 7 carat on the outset. I know when I was younger, that was not a possibility. And so here's your chance to pick it up. And it's not $49.99 either. Let's take another look at it. And we'll give you a better price tag as well if you'd like to try this. And again, try it out. You might just fall in love with it. I know I did. And that is really just, again, a wonderful, wonderful way to get something special in your collection. And to, like I said, maybe try something a little bit different than what you already have. And we're not doing $49.99 either. So a big time value right here and now. It's not $49. We're going to go ahead and blow it out right now. It's only going to be not even $4,500. And this would be tough ask to get the gold alone for this price tag. And this is, again, tell me where you've ever seen anything like this. I have not seen anything of this size, and this is what got me excited. So to bring you, again, something that's really near and dear and special to my heart, and bring it to you at this affordability level, and yet bring it down below even $4,000. We're going to make it $39.99 if you'd like to get the ring, and that is going to come with, I would recommend the cert. I absolutely would. I think you should. Why not? $20 extra, you get the cert, which is from the IGI. That's just literally what it costs us. And it's no different than that diamond being evaluated by the GIA. And they're doing that too, by the way. They're also, GIA is on board. They're also evaluating lab grown as well now. So here's the deal. You can get it for $39.99. We have a matching pendant. We have a matching pendant and earring as well, which we can show you if you'd like to get the set or try different things. Now, like I said, if you want a little bit more simple of a ring, I know that I have a style that, you know, is different than everybody else's for the most part. If you'd like something more simple, we have this one, which is going to be our bezel set. Oh my goodness, well, this looks very, I don't know, so that looks very Taylor to me. That looks very Taylor. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And no one's confirmed yet if hers was natural or not. So just, you know, just saying. But we do have a beautiful bezel set option for you as well if you're more of a classic lover. And then I'll tell you, there's like the Grand Dame of them all. This one's fun because this one looks bigger. And look at that. That's got a 6 carat oval. That one looks even larger though, doesn't it? That's why I always tell you about ovals. Ovals look bigger than they weigh. So that's really special. We have a pear shape as well. But again, if you're looking for the ultimate, you really want something special. Again, if I could bring you a natural 7 carat VSF color diamond for $39.99, I'd do it. But given that that would be a couple extra digits and the commas would move on over, it's kind of fun to be able to bring you something that looks just as good and still, again, has that, look at that, that's the pear shape. Look at what's on the sides. That's got the heart shapes on the side and the pear shape in the middle. So we've got a few different ideas, all in the bigger sizes, and then we'll do those bezel sets as well. But last call here. So let me show you really quickly the pendant. We'll show you the pendant and we'll show you the earrings. And again, just really excited to have these, just again, something a little different for you. And this is the match in the pendant. So this is really good. And the pendant is just, I don't know about you, but I don't really do a lot of necklaces, but every now and then you kind of, I'm not a necklace wearer, but there are so many occasions where the outfit needs one. It's like screaming out for a necklace or a pendant. I'm not going to go buy a matching pendant for, you know, $150,000, but I can do the match in the lab grown. It's item number 918, and this is going to be a really special piece. It's our 5 carat, so 5 carat radiant, so just a little bit toned down from the ring, 5 carat, same F color VS1 minimum, and then it's got the 62 points around it, including the larger stone at the bail. That's going to be all bail there, so you've got your standard chains going to slip right through. That's going to be our 562 overall, white or yellow, same thing. This is the Lady Lux, but in the pendant version, which is mighty, mighty fine. It's big, it's elegant, it's really outstanding. I'll show you what it looks like from a distance here, and then we'll give you a great value on this one as well. So you can try the pendant, because again, this is a great style to own for every single day. Take a look at this. And this is what it looks like from a distance. So you can see here that, oh my goodness, and the perfect match to the ring, of course, which you will see. So you can get your favorite, look at that. That is so, there's just nothing that sparkles like a radiant. And when I had an emerald cut for years, I love the emerald cut, but I got to tell you, I was missing the sparkle. And so I really, look at that match to the pendant. If you'd like the pendant, we'll make it a little bit more affordable for you as well, given that it's a slightly smaller stone. At the 5 carat size, there it is at 7/8 of an inch. Top to bottom, we'll take a look at it on as well. That's what it looks like from a distance. You can see it's got a really nice big size to it. I'm not going to spend, you know, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 on one pendant to wear every now and then. Maybe it's your everyday style. Maybe you want the match to the ring. Maybe you like to build the suite. Here's how you do it, and we're going to blow it out right now and give you a really amazing value on this one. Don't topple over me, because this one, it's got a great finishing in the back as well. And again, this is all done in gold. So in that fabulous gold, which not a lot of folks are doing in gold. So we're so excited to bring this to you at $39.99. Then we've got the earrings to match as well. The earrings will be coming out. 4 carats in radiant cuts coming out in the earrings. And then we'll get to some of the more simple styles, and we'll be right back to some color for you. So that's exciting. And there is a collar, by the way. So one beautiful diamond collar done in gold. So let me show you that. It's going to be our 21. Notice that there's a theme going on here. Certainly with the 7 carat, that's my lucky 7. And then of course we have the 21 carats in the diamonds in the necklace. This is our collar. Look at that. That's the collar, which I know that we've done our own versions of collars many, many times. Can't make them anymore with the price of gold. Ironically, this is where you're getting, I gotta say, it's gold, and it's still so affordable. So we're really excited to bring you that one as well. It's 21 carats and a collar, all the way around, all around brilliance, 21 carats in diamonds. So let me know if you're thinking about that one. But here we go with the pendant, and then we'll show you the earrings, and then we'll get to our bezel set in the rings as well. So you can see those more simple styles, which are going to be 3 carats in the center stones as well. So I think you're going to enjoy those too, okay? And then here we go. This is the really fabulous earring. So you get 2 radiants here. 2 radiants top and bottom. This is the kind of style that is ready to walk a red carpet, ready to be the star of that wedding party or whatever it is. This is where I say this all the time with our diamond earrings. When we do like a little diamond drop, and I say, you know what, it's the last piece we all invest in. It's the last thing we invest in is a big diamond earring. Why? We do the studs, we do the hoops, because we know we're going to wear them all the time. We know we're going to wear them every day. It's a little different when it comes to a diamond earring, because you're probably not wearing those every day. So who's spending, again, on this case, who's going to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on an earring that you wear maybe once or twice? This is the beauty of this particular style, is that there's no guilt. You can wear them as often as you like, obviously, but they're really, again, without spending a 6-figure investment, you're getting a beautiful opportunity to save a bunch of money. 935 is the number here. Welcome to a little bit of lab grown, just to bring you something you've been asking me for. We cater to a wide group of folks. We are a nationwide audience. So obviously I know I speak for doing this every day of my life, nearly for 26 years, albeit the couple of days here and there where I do lose my voice. I'm sorry for that, guys. I know that this is a lot to listen to, and I'm so apologetic for that. I wish that I could help my vocal cords, but we all get sick, and once every 2 years it happens to me. So here's what we're doing, guys. Just bring you something you've asked for, and it's just one day. And I know that for those of you that have been asking me, would you ever consider doing this? We love this look. We love the diamond ring. Again, there's nothing like this. It's the ultimate in luxury. In the same way, you know, I've dedicated my career to bringing you luxury gemstones, luxury jewelry. This is the ultimate luxury if you want to go this route. We all have different takes on jewelry. We all have different needs in our jewelry world. And for those of you, there have been many, that are looking for something to maybe not stress about when you're going to wear it, to have something, maybe you don't want to go the CZ route, because the CZs, the problem is they do cloud up after a while. They're rarely in gold, never really. And this is where I know how we love our gold. So you've got a piece that's as timeless to wear. I've been wearing mine. Again, it's just kind of wearing my lab-grown version they made for me in the ring nonstop since I got it, which was mid-February. And so I can attest to that great way that it stands up to the quality. Never again. It's a diamond. It's still durable. It's still a 10 on the Mohs scale. It's still, you can be harsh with it. You can clean it every day if you want. You can ultrasonic clean it, all of that. This earring is our 4-carat total weight in the radiance. Take a look. And then it's got all the side stones as well. So you can see that there. And the bigger stone in the middle, and then the halos around it. So that's going to be 4 carats in the center radiance. That's the 4 of them. So about, 1 carat on average. And then you go 1 carat on the, actually we break it down, 4 carat on the main radiance, 2 carats each, and then 1 carat on the top. So these are going to be your half carat radiance, 2 carats each there, 4 carats, 1 carat, and another 1 carat of side diamonds. And all of that is going to be your total weight there. It will be a lovely earring, which is going to be a total of the 6 carats. And they're in solid gold again, and you do choose your white or your yellow, and that's going to be, even less than $29.99. This is unusual to do an earring where there's so much more gold. For example, we have the pendant here for $29.99. The earrings, somehow, some way, even less if you'd like the earrings. And same thing goes. You can get the certs with them as well if you'd like. There would end up being, gosh, I believe you'd get 4 certs here too, 1 for each stone. So that's kind of exciting. But let's also get you a better value. And we're going to do the 6 carats overall. These are $25.99, so even more affordable than the pendant. And that way I'll show them to you on, of course, so you can get a look at how they're going to look. They're post and butterfly backings. They're going to be a nice little length here, not too dramatic. We really wanted them to, again, be as luxury as possible and therefore wearable. So doing this in this length here, so you get a length that's going to go about 1 inch here. Top to bottom, we'll show you from the side so you can see that center post. It's going to have a butterfly backing. I'll pop one in the ear for you as well so we can show them to you that way. And then we'll get to a couple of bezel set rings. They're going to give you some smaller sizes in the rings to choose from if you'd like to go there. But let's take a look at that earring. Oh, that's lovely. And you can see what a gorgeous match it is. I mean, the idea is to be the perfect match to the suite here. So there's the match in the ring, and then you've got your gorgeous earring, and then of course the pendant as well. So really specialty, and again, earring, ring, or pendant. Let's go back to the wheel so you can see the close-up, and then we will move right along. Show you a couple of bezel set stones as well. And I'm really, really glad that we've got, again, it's always, my goal is to always bring you new. Obviously, when you make jewelry for a living, it's tough to do it every day. So exciting to bring you something of a new concept. If you would like the collar, by the way, just let me know. It's our 21 karat collar. Want to bring out the bezels because that's real traditional in the bezel set style. And let me show you the other earring here as well so you can see the match, and everything just matched to perfection. They're still all evaluated individually, matched and mated to perfection. I mean, the same kind of quality, obviously, you put in the same care in making this jewelry as you would if you were making a $500,000 pair of earrings or more. And you put the same kind of, that's the thing, there are no shortcuts with jewelry when you're setting stones like this. You have to put in the same care, the same time, the same hand work, all of that. And yet, look at how stunning those are. So $25.99 on those. And then we're going to show you, let's get to our bezel sets that we have as well, okay? We'll do some bezel sets that are really the classics. I have 2 choices for you. So I'm aware not everybody's going to do a 7 carat. So let's do, and I do have an emerald cut, by the way. This one feels like something of, yeah, this is a very, very important style. This is one that I do love. This is our emerald cut with the fancy cuts on the sides. What do you think? It's like a half moon, but it's a little bit more faceted. Yes. Pendant earrings as well. The whole set going out. Is that the same collar that got the ring as well? So somebody's taking the whole set over there. I love that. And then look at this, that gorgeous way. That's an emerald cut. So this is where my first love in diamonds began, is right here. So we've got that 3-stone emerald cut. And then let's also show you the bezels because it's going to be our first chance to see what these stones look like in the yellow, which is so intriguing. I know how much we're all loving our yellow gold these days. This is classic. Let me show you the 2 options that we have. We had to bring a classic, and this, oh my goodness, does that for the world look like there was a very famous singer who got engaged and the wedding is about to break the internet in June. You know, broke the internet with the engagement, and now they're probably going to break the internet again when they get married in June. In, where is it, Rhode Island or something like that. Anyway, we're going to do something really special here that is a stackable style. This is really when you think, I think when we think about real true diamond solitaire engagement styles, we think oftentimes of a look like this. but we still upgraded it here with the bezel setting for you to give you the entire diamond that is completely ensconced in gold and nothing but gold. You have the white gold or the yellow gold. I love that we're showing these in yellow. Obviously, you've seen a few in white gold, so hopefully you get an idea of what that's going to be looking like. These are 3 carats, so maybe a little bit more what we like to wear for every single day. Item number is going to be 910 or 911, depending on which one you choose, round or radiant. So here's that same gorgeous radiant I couldn't get enough of. Again, my new obsession in life is my own, my radiant. So I love that we're going to bring you the radiant or the round here in the bezel. So a lot more gold here. And then it's still elevated a little bit off the band. So if you want to do some stacking with it or around it, you have that opportunity to do that. But let's give you a great value on, again, our premiere here. This is the bezel. So really classic, really just, again, stunning, stately. These are 3 carats exactly. So 3 carats, and same thing goes. It's going to be a minimum of an F color, minimum of a VS1 clarity grading. If you're not familiar, those are really top grades that are quite tricky to get in the world of diamonds. So something to keep in mind. And again, certs are $20. So I highly recommend that because it's just like the cert you would get on a natural from the earth diamond, where you're going to get all the different details from the size. That's not just the carat weight and the cutting, but also the clarity. And those are minimums, by the way. Most of what we've worked with, they're all a little bit different because even though they're grown in a controlled environment, this is something that they do differ. So again, you're using basically essentially the seed of a diamond. So they still are going to have individual clarity characteristics. It's just we're guaranteeing you at least an F color and a VS1 clarity. Many are VVS. So take a look. It's kind of like a fun little surprise too. You know you're getting great, but you might get a VVS1, a VVS2. So here we are with our 3 carats, either the round. Now the round is going to be 910 and the 911 is the 3 carat radiant right here. These are, it's a really good way to try it as well, just because again, the solitaire style, maybe that's what you're wishing you had, or really good for every single day. Or maybe you're thinking about, okay, yes, I do want to travel with something that's not as easy, or maybe I really want to try a different cut. This is the way you do it with the bezels there. So you get your round bezel set, that's our 3 carat, or you can go 3 carat radiant cut, and look at how gorgeous these are. And the other thing that I like to do here, and this is just a me thing, but I do like to stack these. So again, totally different look. That's the solitaire. But I have done 3 or 4 together and stacking them and like pushing them together. And you've seen it where we do, I mean, these are different shapes obviously, but still works, where you could actually make a whole melange of different rings and make it different every time by stacking them like this. What do you think? And what I'm picturing right now is another round right there. So just an option that would give you a whole different look. Remember, 3 carats each. Bezel set, this is how they're set, solid gold. And again, look at the finishing on the inside. When we say solid, we mean solid. And we'll go ahead and blow them out. Give you a 3 carat minimum VS, a 3 carat minimum VS. Do you want the radiant? Do you want the round? Do you want to get them both? Let's try to make it affordable enough to where you could get them both if you wanted to try it. And keeping in mind that I know we make incredible values happen every day. But when I say that gold is at a point where you see gold bands starting at $3,000, I'm talking about when you're in the trenches of manufacturing every single day, like I know we are here, like I know that I do in the wholesale world, downtown LA. When you are making jewelry every day, it's really difficult. You really can't, without cutting a lot of corners, get a gold band for under $3,000 today. So the fact that this is under $3,000 for the ring, which again, get the cert with it if you like. It's only $20 extra for the cert, but we're gonna make this better than $29.99 to try the 3 carat solitaire. And I hope you will, because this is where I think this is very much classic, but where we're going now. This feels like, again, sometimes some of us got engaged a long time ago. Maybe it was the 80s or the 90s or the early aughts or whatever it was, where it's a different style now. Or you just want to try something a little different. This is the time to do it, and it's not even $29.99 or $2,500. This is the most affordable option I have in a ring, and it's going to be exceedingly popular. And keep in mind, I didn't make like a million versions of these because there's only so many you can make when they're of this size. It's an easier deal to make a 1 carat or a 2 carat or a lot of little stones, putting 2 carats together in a necklace. That's easier. It's a whole different deal in the same way that natural stones are less available in bigger sizes than they are in smaller sizes. It's a lot harder to find a 7 carat than it is a 1 carat diamond. It's no different right now in the lab world. And they've gotten better, don't get me wrong, where 3 carats have become a little more prevalent, 4 carats have become a little more available. But we're bringing you bigger sizes here and still exceeding the quality standards we love. So let's take a look. Not going to be $25.99. If you want the yellow gold or the white gold, again, this is still available in white gold as well. If you'd like to get the bezel set, and I have a necklace to match in the oval. So that's very exciting. Sure do. We've got a necklace. Look at me. I'm just going to show you the necklace. The necklace is actually the oval, but I mean matched in the bezel setting. Look at this. And that's how it looks in the white gold. So I know this one's going to be hot because you're seeing it in the yellow gold. And so many of us are loving the yellow gold these days. I get it. Like I said before, I debated. I couldn't just get a 7-carat diamond and give me a white and a yellow and a rose while you're at it. I couldn't do that. You could in this avenue, though. In this way, hopefully it makes it a little more attainable, where if you wanted to try and get a gold color to match whatever you're wearing that day, hopefully this makes it a little bit more available to do so. And again, it's still a big stone, but it's not 25 or 24 or even $23.99. You've got your choice of round or radiant. Pick your favorite. If you can't decide, hopefully I'm making it affordable enough. Maybe you try them both. Try them both, get them home, see what you like better. You got a money back guarantee. Let me try on the radiant. The round is stunning. I love the round. Again, this is where the classic lovers go with the round. Here's the radiant, gives you all that beautiful brilliance, but in that elongated shape we love. It's not 23. We're very busy on the phone lines. You've been waiting on the solitaire. Look at how you can stack with it. That I think is hugely important, because if it is an engagement style, you know that you're not done with the engagement ring. You got to stack a band with it. You got to stack. How many people have the sons and the daughters who are getting engaged and they don't know? And they're going to go out to a retail store in the mall and they're going to go spend this money and get a 1/4 carat. Is it going to be VS? Is it going to be F color? No. Lab growns have gotten extremely pricey. I'm only going to bring them to you if we can bring you the value. And by goodness, this is a value, because you cannot get the gold alone for this price. It's not 23. It's not 22. It's not $21.99. Yes. Radiant cut's already gone. Verifying. We only have a couple we can do, by the way. Remember, that is important as well. It's not $21.99. We've got a radiant cut already popular. This is in the yellow. Remember, you can also get my original in the yellow. We showed it in white. You can get it in yellow. Do what you wish. This is not 21. When I tell you this is popular, beyond. Yet I will continue to give you the value of a lifetime on a 3-carat solitaire in gold. This is not a plating. This is not a little micron over something else. And it's also not $2,199. Listen, I've literally got gold jewelers on the line right now. I literally was just looking at a message here. I have gold jewelers on the line. They're buying them for the gold. Because they literally, you can't buy regular standard bands without anything, just like a little band, like a 2mm band. They're more money. They are more money. And again, I stand for values. No matter what I bring, I don't care. If I bring you gemstone globes, it's going to be a value. Handbags, it's going to be a value. I brought you crocodile handbags. The kind that go for $250,000, I brought them here for $6,000. I don't care what it is. I'm going to bring you a value. You've been begging me for lab grown. Not all of you, some of you have. We have a wide audience trying to help everybody with jewelry. The thing is this, if you find another 3-carat solitaire bezel set in gold for this price, I can tell you I've done the legwork. It doesn't exist. So as usual, we're here to bring you something nobody else can. That's what we stand for. That's what we've always stood for. And yet, here's your opportunity. We are crazy busy on the phone lines. This is not going to be, I think it's because it's in the yellow. Remember, you can get any of these options in white or yellow. You do not, I know that we should put them probably all in yellow because it's all what we love. But truly, you can get any one of them, anything I've shown you, in any gold color you want. And it is solid gold. So keep that in mind. And it's not $21 or $2,099. And we're just starting to get a lot of audience because probably that big speech ended. And so here's what we're doing. I'm going to blow them out right now. This is an introductory one-time deal. So welcome in, debut, and goodbye. It's as quick, like the sun rises and sets. Usually you get like 12 to 13 to 15. No, this is like boom, boom, done, done, gone. And who got the radiant already? You got a radiant? Thank you, Mary. We're not doing $2,099. We've got a necklace to match, which, oh my goodness, the necklace is amazing. We'll do better. We're going to do better. Let's make them $1,999 for the ring. For the ring you see right now, whichever one you want, it's the same price. in gold, your choice of, and if you can get 2 or 3, like I said, now if you got 3 of them, that'd be 9 carats in diamonds. Just saying. And that'd be under $6,000 for 9 carats in diamonds where you got 3 carat solitaires. I'm just saying the way they stack is too cool to, like, you know, not think about that, because maybe you're going, I don't need a solitaire, thank you very much. I've got a diamond ring, I love it, I wear it every day, it means something, great. Here's what we have for you. Look at them matched up and set together. I'm just gonna show it because why not? And yet you could put another one here. I probably could have 4 or 5 on at a time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But again, whatever you wanna do. Here's what one just looks like on its own. Let me show you the round here, all by its lonesome. So you can see how that looks, and then we'll show you the radiant cut as well on its own, but that is very popular. Jason, are they taking a round or a radiant, or are they going back to getting the round? He goes, the round, I'll take the round. So they're going for the round, and remember, I have a large hand. If it looks big on me, it's a big stone. That is a big stone. It's a 3 carat round, and look at that. That's where I'm showing you. You could stack right alongside it. I don't have anything in an eternity band or a diamond band that's smaller. We just kind of concentrated on the what's not out there. I know you can find those out there. Wanted to bring you something that doesn't exist out there with anybody else. Here's the radiant by itself on the hand too. Same kind of stackable effect that you've got too. Look at that. So there's the radiant cut on the hand. So you can see how that one just, it's like a smaller version of my 7 carat that I'm wearing. So again, you can get that one. It's kind of like a smaller version. Remember, this is also available in yellow gold. This was $39.99 for, of course, the 7 carat plus in gold. And there's your radiant cut 3 carat. So that one's $19.99. We'll take another look at them together up close and see which one you prefer. I'm going to show you the necklace because I think the necklace is also really important, and it's also 3 carats. So the difference is it's an oval. And here is something I insisted upon that I really, really, really love, is we've actually got both colors to show you, which is really helpful too. So we are going to show you now the necklace. This is the necklace north to south setting in the oval. I know it's not going to probably sit north to south here on our wheel, but I'm going to do my best here. So those are, again, really fabulous with this. And this is where, again, I don't know about you, but if you want to spend tons and tons and tons and tons of money. And this one, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let me just hold it on its side, but let me just keep reminding you, it's a north to south setting. So keep that in mind. It's going to be north to south. It does not move on the chain. So this is where it's going to be a north to south setting. Keep that in mind. I know we're showing it east to west just so it'll sit here while I show you the white gold on the neckline. It's 1130-917. It's our Lux Lab. In the oval, that's also minimum F color. Means it's colorless, white, white, white. Minimum VS1, and a 3 carat oval brilliant cut. So the stunner of all stunners, the solitaire. But let me tell you, you can either do 2 things. You can shop them in the natural world, comparable stones of this size, clarity, and color, and cut in gold, which is again solid gold. If you're looking at the world of natural, you can spend upwards of $150,000. If you are looking at the world of lab, very few out there in 3 carats, but if you're looking at that comparable world, you are still going to spend far, far more than what you will here. And take a look at it from a distance away. Of course, this is coming on a chain that has an adjustable. You can either choose the 16 or the 18-inch length here. Of course, I'm showing you the white gold. It is attached to the chain, so it's going to sit perfectly where the chain is attached to either corner of the bezel of your oval brilliant diamond. Let's go back up close and take a look at the yellow. Clearly very popular. The yellow gold is extremely popular. The yellow gold or the white gold, totally your choice of, same price, $1,999. And more gold here, even with that chain, of course, 18 inches. And it's got a, let me show you the clasp here. It's going to be a lobster claw. Of course, we love our lobster claws. They tend to be so much easier to work than even a spring ring. So there's the lobster claw. There's 2 different O-rings, so it's going to be 18 or 16 inches. Gives you 2 versatile lengths, kind of the lengths we like for no matter where your neckline is going to fall that day. So if you are thinking about, you guys know, 16 is really great to sit at the base of the neckline. 18, very common length as well. I'll show you the white gold up close also. And actually, before I do that, let me give you a measurement as well, so you can see overall in the hand here how long that oval is going to sit. So you can see here, that's another way, because why not? Bring out the ruler and show you here what it's going to look like with the ruler next to it. So you can see that is over a ½ an inch, top to bottom, in just your diamond and its bezel. So that's a lot of diamond. So again, if you feel like I want one solitaire, and if I'm just going to wear one solitaire, I want it to really stand out, that's the way you do it. So $19.99 on this one, and that'll be the same price as your solitaire was in the bezel setting. So you can see we're doing a lot of great. We know how much you love the bezels and what we've been bringing you for years, so wanted to bring that classic to you right there. And again, certificate offered as well. And then if anybody would like the collar, we can bring that on out for you. There are a couple of different bracelets. They're quite large. They're about 16 carats and 17 carats overall. So if you'd like to see those, please let me know. We can show you a couple bracelets here as well. Now, also the big mama is the oval. I flashed it earlier. I do want to give you a little bit more information just so you can see what that's all about. And tell you what, here's the biggest one overall, like if we're talking about overall carat weight, because mine, you know, had a 7 carat center stone. Very busy on the phone lines. Bear with us. If you're waiting on hold, we can't get anyone through. I do have a piece that's slightly bigger overall because it's got more diamonds on the side. Take a look. This would be the oval, and I got to tell you, I saw this and I just about was ready to upgrade my radiant because when I saw the oval, I went, well, that looks like a 10 carat. It's not a 10 carat. It's 11 carats overall, but in the center of it all, that's a 6 carat oval. Remember my radiant? 7 carats. This oval is 6 carats, looking even larger. Now, it's what we did on the sides because look at that. It's got huge side half moons. It's got diamonds all the way the rest of the way around it. We're going to show that to you next and might as well give that away. It's the largest overall carat weight we have. And it's a beautiful, beautiful idea. So if you want to go, like if you subscribe to the idea of go big or go home, that would be the way I would go, is with the oval. So let me show that to you next. It's going to be 1130-912. Keep in mind, I also have a pear shape and an emerald cut. So I want to bring these out just because obviously we're almost selling out here on everything. And so here's, oh my goodness, look at that up close. The wow of this piece. Again, the difference. Let me explain to everybody who's going, I don't get it. That looks so much bigger than her radiant. Yes, it does. My radiant's a 7 carat center. Let me show you. This is the 7 carat, which is the largest individual center stone I have. I contend the oval looks bigger. I tell you this all the time. Case in point, the oval looks bigger. The oval is a 6 carat here. It's 912. But it's also the fact that we added a lot around it. Extra, overall, larger. It's still in gold. Still in your choice of white or yellow. We show off. Now, the reason we did most everything in white gold to start is for one reason, and that's to show off the color of the grading. Because obviously, yellow, as you know, can sometimes not only pick up, some of that can reflect. So sometimes you can have the whitest, brightest diamond in the world, and it can sometimes look a little yellow if it's set in yellow gold. That can sometimes happen. But also, we chose white gold for most of our ideas here so that you can see how white the diamonds are. When they're either D, E, or F in color, that's as white as they get. And there's really very little differential visually between a D, E, and F. You have to be highly trained, and you have to be using high-tech microscopes, and you have to be using usually a master set of diamonds to tell the difference between a D, an E, and an F. Those are all the top grades. Remember, the top grading starts at D. The letter D is your top diamond. That is the whitest they come. D. D is where they start. D for diamond. That's not what it stands for. It's just where the color grading starts. Anything D, E, or F, white. Here's the deal. 6 carats on the center. You're also getting 3 carats of half moons. That means 1.5 carats each. 3 carats total in the half moons. And then everything that goes around it is 228 of side diamonds. Those are the rounds. So you put it all together and you're over 11 carats of diamonds in one fabulous ring, which is why you get this big luxury look. It's the biggest one overall we have in carat weight, in size. If you would like this one, this is only one. And I'll still change it in the gold color if you want me to. I can change it. This is stunning. Absolutely stunning. Here's what I'm going to do. We'll recap. I hear a lot of people that just tune in. I know. I didn't know I was going up against the president tonight, so, and I don't even know if he's done talking. But I will tell you this. We'll have to recap. We'll have to recap as well. So we can go over everything we had. Stay with me. Top of the hour's coming. We'll recap. We're almost done. I just want to show you the oval first because this is stunning. Let's take a look at it here. Let's give you a great big value. Do I have a little tiny something? Let me see if I can get a little cleaned here so we can see it. And then while I do it, I'll show it on the hand. This is just one piece, guys. This is it. So 11 carats 28 total, if my math is right. Yeah, and it is. Oh my goodness, look at that. So this is giving you, again, for reference, minus 7 carats, 64. 7 carat center, 64 around it. 764 overall. This is giving you 4 carats more almost. Okay, so we've got that squared away. The oval is smaller, but it don't look it. Okay, so if you want to go biggest and grandest of them all in look and total carat weight, here's how you do it. And there's one, and I will, you know what, it's supposed to be $9,999. Forget about it. Let's send it out of here. Top of the hour is coming. We're going to get a whole lot of people joining us at the top of the hour. Look at that. That's totally side to side. You don't even see the band. What is the band? 14 karat solid gold. Sure is. 14 karat solid gold. Absolutely stunning. You choose the white or the yellow. Listen, if you like the yellow gold, get the yellow gold. I had to choose. I chose exactly what shows off the quality of these diamonds. Let's go and blow it out for you. Better than $99.99. Someone special needs to have this. And I'll tell you right now, I would love to be that person. I just don't think I'm going to get that lucky. It's not $99, $89, $79. Everything again. Let's get you the cert. For 20 bucks, you get the IGI cert, which is going to give you the cert on that center. And here's the deal. It's not plated, by the way. Some people are saying, please stop. It's not plated. It's solid gold. Okay, so just making sure everybody knows that. It is solid gold. Everyone else's lab grown, I get it, is plated. Like I said, we weren't going to do anything unless we could bring you something of our standard. We only do different things. I think that we leave it to someone. Listen, there's a lot of people that are the big boys out there. They do it. They're 24 hours. They've been doing it 30 years. Listen, we're not here to challenge the people that, obviously, if they've been doing it, let me just give a shout out to our competitors. If you've been doing this business for 30 years and you're still doing it and you're 20, great, you're doing really, really well. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I just noticed it's the top of the hour. I'm Lauren Blair, getting over illness, so bear with my voice. It's still me. Hi. I'm glad you're with us tonight. It's a special night. We've only got one night of this, and it's really something I'm proud of because I try to help everybody with their jewelry needs. That's what I've been doing. A lot of you guys ask me, where can I buy costume jewelry? I tell you. Where can I buy man-made? Faux, I tell you. I'm a person who really, I'm a shopper. I'm a shopper. I'm not a salesperson. I'm just a shopper. I love jewelry. I love to shop, and I love jewelry. If you did not hear, let me give a little recap to what's happening because I know a lot of you are probably just tuning in and you're missing the boat. So we started this an hour ago, and I've been talking about this for months. This has been actually 2.5 years in the making. I upgraded my diamond about, well, it was, let's see, a year ago, February. I went from an emerald cut to a radiant cut. I was at Tucson for about 21 hours in February, the last week, well, it was basically a Tuesday. And when I could get out there, and I got out there real quick, and I came back, and I got to tell you, the most exciting thing that happened to me in Tucson this year was meeting up with someone who was just raving about my diamond. And she said, let us do your diamond, but in lab grown. And I said, okay, well, what? Can you do that? Because this is my ring. And she says, yeah. I had not seen huge, high quality, certified lab grown offered anywhere. And I got interested. It piqued my interest. I said, are you telling me you can make my exact ring, my beloved diamond that I just got a year ago? Are you telling me you can make the same quality, the same cutting? You can certify it, you can set it in gold, and you can make me one that looks exactly like it? And she said, absolutely. I got to tell you, I am so floored by the quality and the fact it's gold and the fact that we're not asking for 100% profit margins and things that you see on lab grown out there. This is not what you find anywhere and everywhere else because obviously it's everywhere. There's a lot of smaller stones that aren't graded that are set in mystery metals. We're doing solid gold for you. And this was here earlier. I'll try to recap it if we have time, but I'm showing you the grande dame of them all. This is the 11 karat 28 total in a ring that is not even $79.99 in solid gold, your choice of white or yellow, take a look at it. It's not going to be $79.99 or $69.99 either. We are blowing it out. We'll get to our pair, we'll get to our emerald cut, and then we're done. Unless you want to see the tennis necklace, I can show it to you. But this is better than $69.99. And oh my goodness, look at how much larger it is than this fabulous radiant that is my own. That's my own ring. And yet here we go. This one's going to be $5,999. $59.99, yes. Of course. I was actually going to do the pear shape and then the emerald cut because they're most similar, but let's go to the emerald cut. Absolutely. I flashed the one and only because you see I kind of did one oval, one radiant, one pear, one emerald. Now, I love an emerald cut, and this is so elegant. Let me show it to you next. It's going to be the only emerald cut diamond we have. The rest have been radiants. I know they're similar, so we'll talk about the difference. Here comes 113-0913. And then what we'll do is recap them, because I know it can be tough to choose which one. Okay, so here's the emerald cut. Simplicity at its most elegant. There's the emerald cut. This is item number 113-0913. Wait till you see this, because I hate emerald cuts from this perspective because I have to lift it to show you what it looks like in real life. We're looking down on it now. And that's when you see what it does, right when it's directly up to eye level. This is 113-0913. Now, you know emerald cuts are trickier in real diamonds. They are in lab grown as well, which are also real diamonds, except for, again, how they came to be. Here's our 5-carat emerald cut. This is also minimum F color, minimum VS1 clarity, 75 points in 2 fancy cut sides. So that's going to be right around your 40 points on each fancy cut. They are like think of like a pentagon. It's like a half moon, but with angles. Let me show it to you on, because that really is where you need to see what's going on here. This is so special. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Nobody does anything like this. I kid you not. Long time ago, and I haven't mentioned, I'm not going to tell the story quite yet. Let's just talk about the emerald cut 3-stone. This is the only 3-stone ring we have. It is also the only emerald cut we have. And you know what we're going to do? Instead of, well, it's supposed to be $59.99, because this is what happens with these bigger stones, especially as, again, premium emerald cuts, they show off everything because of the step faceting. You can't hide inclusions. So emerald cuts tend to carry with them a higher value overall. It's where I started. It's what I love, always have. It's just different looks. And I'll tell you right now, if you would like to have this 3-stone ring in the emerald cut that anchors it, let's do something, because I know this is where a lot of you have been looking at different stones tonight going, you know what, that may be the difference. Maybe I need an emerald cut. Very different from what you may already own, from what you may already have. Here's how you do it. Then we'll do our little recap as well. We'll get you all hooked up with everything, show you everything, because I know so many of you just tuned in and said, what the heck did I just miss? Here's what I'll offer for you. Let's auction it. I mean, why? I know. I just got that. Did you just turn around and look at me like, excuse what? That's not what we do. It is what I'm doing right now. And these are all minimum carat weights, by the way, because when the diamonds, again, they're all certified. So when it might be a 510 and it might be an E-color. Again, I'm giving you, just like when we do our diamonds here and we say VS, that's a minimum, right? Minimum. We talk about that a lot. We're going to auction this off because I don't know how many of you are comfortable with $59.99. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it a lot more affordable for you. Welcome on in. We've got a few minutes left tonight. Thank you for being here. I know changes. People ask me all the time, like when people just want to discuss my personal life, they're like, hey, would you ever dye your hair? Would you ever cut it short? Would you ever? And the truth is, you'll know I retire when when you see me on social media and I have like a short bob with brown hair or red hair, you'll know I'm done with the business, because you know what? We don't like change, do we? We're human beings. We're usually humans in general, a generality, yes. We are usually very, very averse to change. We don't like change. And forgive me, this is something different and something a little new. I know a lot of you said, we all did a lot of pearl clutching when I had some big pieces that were natural gems and plated. And now we're all, I don't know what to think of this. It's Lauren Blair, I think. I don't know. It sounds kind of like, I don't know, her brother, but it's her. But here we are looking at amazing, nobody else can do it. And hey, you've been asking me for some big diamonds. The problem is, if I brought you a 5-carat emerald cut VS diamond, we all got to pool all our money together to buy it. Like, you sell your house, I sell my house, we'll sell the cars, you know, we'll do all that. We'll say, kids, sorry, I'm going to homeschool you. You're not going to the private school anymore. Forget about college because mama wants a diamond. We're not doing that here tonight. We're giving you the opportunity to get a diamond. Again, the best quality that's out there in this opportunity that makes it more affordable, because I know you love great jewelry. I love great jewelry. I know some of you have the budget to go out there and spend hundreds of thousands. Go do it. Absolutely. But if you're saying, I don't know, maybe you're at a time in life where you just don't want to spend a couple $100,000 on a diamond ring, this is a way to do it. Still getting solid gold, trying some, whether it's whatever. There are 1,000,001 reasons. I don't have the voice capacity to go over all the reasons there are to own a great, large, fancy diamond like this, meaning fancy cut, big size, in a lab grown. Everyone's got their own reasons. I know for me, I was basically literally ambushed at a trade show, and they said, please let us make your ring. We will make your ring, we'll make it identical, see what you think, and then do with it what you want. Wear it to travel, wear it to work at TVON, wear it wherever you want, because goodness knows I don't wear that thing very often. I'm gonna tell you, I was so darn impressed, thought maybe you might like it as well. Truth of the story. So here we are, bringing you a couple varieties, because I know y'all don't like radiant cuts, or maybe 7-carat doesn't work for everybody. So let's bring you this one. I'm going to auction it off, Tony. We're not starting at $59.99. Not starting at $5, and I'm not starting at $45, and it's still in solid gold. Not even starting at $4,000 either. This is the only 3-stone and the only emerald cut. And as a lover of emerald cuts, always have been, always will be, I just believe that a girl can have as many diamonds as she wants to have. That's what I believe in. Has anyone ever told you stop buying jewelry? Forget what they say. I know that you and I, we aren't quitters. And we'll buy and wear whatever we want as often as we want. And here's your opportunity to just try it. Just try it. Try it. I wasn't a believer until I was a believer. And let me tell you something, I got some very, very, very particular taste. I'm very particular. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to make it better than $4,000. Better. Better. How about 35 for the only 3-stone, 5-carat center, and then you get your side stones, which are huge, as well. Let me try it on again, because this emerald cut is everything. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this, and then we'll do our recap. And if anybody wants the tennis necklace, because I know there's one out there today that's tiny that you can go get that's going to flip and turn because the whole thing's so tiny. I hate that about tennis necklaces. You know, there are tennis necklaces I won't show because they flip and turn. If they're small, they flip and turn. They just do. You've probably seen that on TV today. I can bring you a tennis necklace at 21 carats in solid gold, not sterling silver, if you'd like to see it. But I'm going to go, you know what, $3,000 to open. What the heck? Let's try it, Tony. Let's do it $10 on the increments. Why not? We've had enough change for the day, right? Let's leave the increments where they always are. we have enough change. First, she's off a week on vacation. The vacation was called laryngitis. It was laryngitis paradise. Never left my house. I didn't even know if my car would start today. I had no idea. No idea if my car would start. I don't think I've ever gone 6 days without driving my car. I don't think I've gone 6 hours with driving. I had no idea. Luckily, it did. Yay for Velma. She's fantastic. Yes, Velma is the name of my car. So yeah, I mean, the car started. The voice is somewhat here. We're here together. We're looking at a beautiful ring. I'm going to try it on, and we don't have it open. So that's okay too, but it is in solid gold. Let's take a look if anybody wants that one. That one's still here. Let's take a look at this on the hand. You can change it to white or yellow, meaning change it to yellow if you want. White's pretty much done. That's where it is. I would spend the extra $20 and get the cert because it's a full, IGI cert, which is, what we're doing on diamonds, so you know exactly. It's all minimums, by the way. Please don't get mad if you get a D color or an E color, and it's even better. Do we have the open at $3,000? Isn't this something? Emerald cut, 5 carat. And guys, this is like a one-time thing. So, if you forgive me for bringing something new. I'm the one, I don't know, it must be just because I host the show. I get frustrated sometimes showing the same things. I do. Let's go back to the wheel. I do. Sometimes I get frustrated because I show a lot of the same jewelry every day. And I love new. And listen, I mean, a lot of people say you should go work at that place where you can sell food and vacuums, and I should. But, the truth is they're across the country, and I'm a California girl. I'm just, I don't know if I can live on the East Coast. No offense, East Coasters. I'm just used to like really good weather all year round. So as much as it's enticing to the thought of selling something new every hour, but it is exciting to have something a little different. And there have been so many of you, thousands of you, that have been begging me to bring something like this. I'm so proud I can do it at a finer quality. And listen, if everybody else was doing it, then I don't need to. But the fact that I've never seen anyone do these kinds of qualities in solid gold, the best I'd ever seen actually was a platinum. Platinum's still a rung or two below gold right now, really 3 or 4. So it's really nice to bring you something so elevated like this. Get on the phone lines. Do we have the open at 3,000? We, I think, do. White or yellow. Remember, you all lost your minds when you saw the yellow gold. You have that option. So I know it's tougher to visualize, but try to picture it in the yellow. And if you want the yellow, you got it. No problem. But $3,000, and that's our start. And then add that $20, you have a money-back guarantee. So just because it's something a little new and fresh and different that I know at 26 years of shopping together we have never done before, I get that. But I just couldn't figure out a way. Listen, for the last like 2.5 decades, I've been trying to figure out a way to bring you really luxury, big old diamonds for no money. And I just, you know, forgive me, I haven't figured it out yet. There is no way. It's an impossibility. You can't bring 5-carat emerald cut VS diamonds for $3,000. Here's the kicker. You can't buy a 14-carat solid gold teeny tiny band today for $3,000. We bring you value. Here it is in a diamond. Let's take a look. Do we have $3,000? Yes, we do. We've got the $3,000 open. We sure do. We got the open at $3,000. I know, I wasn't supposed to auction these puppies, but can you call it puppies? Can you say that? Tony, who does that remind you of? Who? I mean, right? A little blast from the past. Can you call them puppies? They're as cute as puppies. They're cheaper than puppies, I'll tell you that. My puppies have cost me more than my real diamond. I have had 3 dogs, and I would never ever trade the experience for the world. But let me tell you, I have spent in the really high 6 figures on puppy dogs. So again, this is a no cost of maintenance. Never going to lose its luster, like literally never loses its shine, its sparkle, its beauty, never. That's the thing. For a while, like, again, I was just like, why not buy like a $20 CZ? For a while, I was like, just buy a $20 CZ. But you know, the truth is they don't look that good beyond usually day 2 or 3. And so again, plus they're in mystery metals, and then they're turning your finger to weird colors. And this is solid gold. Solid gold. Look at the way it's built. It's even in a knife edge style because the points of those fancy cut diamonds are just kind of really bringing it in to the point of the band. That's called a knife edge band. We can do the yellow gold for reference. Here's how it looks in the yellow, because I know y'all loved the yellow when we saw the bezel sets. That is an option. I just want to keep reminding you, I have so much jewelry up here. I've never been happier. But take a look. This is how it looks in the yellow. Just to give you an idea, this was our radiant solitaire. So just imagine that with the 3 stone. Okay, anybody else? Are we done? Are we literally at 3,000 and nothing else, nothing more? Nobody else wants to go an extra increment? One more time on the hand, please. And then we're going to go ahead and count it down. 2 minutes. We'll be going on the clock. Seriously, I am so just, every time I try, this is the problem. Actually, it's not the problem. It's the benefit. Because every time I try on one of these rings, I say, no, I want that one. No, I want, oh, I have that one. No, I want this one. No, I want this one. I mean, I'll tell you what. If they're 3,000 and 4,000 a pop, I can have one for every day of the week. When I was a kid, you want to know how crazy psycho I was when I was a kid? I used to play with these things called micro machines. Does anyone remember micro machines? Did anyone have those growing up or know a kid that had those? I was obsessed with micro machines because I am car obsessed. I came from a car obsessed family. It's just, it was our business, is what we did. My brothers, I'm obsessed. We're still obsessed. We're car obsessed. We come from a car obsessed family. So there were these little cities you build for where your micro machines would drive. And they like folded up into like a little lunchbox, and then you'd unfold them into like a little city. There was like a strip mall and a gas station and an airport. Well, the airport was my house. And you know why the airport was my house? Because the runway was my driveway. I wanted every car. They were all my cars. They were like, I need a car. And I said, I need a car for every day of the week. And you know what? That hasn't changed much through the years. And that's not plausible. Don't have the room for it, don't have the finances for it. But I'll tell you this, you could have a diamond ring, one for every day of the week. You could have a diamond ring for every mood, every event, every look, and it's still a diamond. And yes, again, you've all heard, we know the stories, we know what's up, we know they have the same durability, everything's the same except for how they were grown and how long it took to grow them. That's really the difference. The chemical compositions are the same, the durability is the same. All of that is the same. You still get the 10 on the Mohs scale, so wear it every day. Let's give it 2 minutes, please, Tony, and then we'll wrap this up. And what I'm going to do is a recap as well, because I want to give you a little lay of the land on what you may have missed if you just tuned in the last couple of minutes, because a lot of you did. And I get that, and just bad timing, obviously. You know, not everyone can be here on the same hour of the same night on April 1st of 2026. But this I thought was also a great way to start Diamond Month, because we do diamonds in everything we do, but we have never done this before. We've never done big diamond. I've never sold a 5-carat diamond on TV before. Plenty of them in real life and to private clients and things like that. I've never been able to sell a 5-carat white diamond. Actually, to that matter, I've never even sold a 5-carat yellow diamond on the air. Never. Never. This is why it's a first for all of us. I've never had the luxury of selling 5-carat, 7-carat, 6-carat diamonds on TV before, and that's because those of us that like TV, meaning the shoppers, we don't really usually, you know, like to spend millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And some people go do that every day of the year, and that's fine. I just noticed I got my fingerprint on that. I still do. But that's okay. Some people can, some people do. Maybe you do as well. It doesn't mean that you can't have that same luxury. I have really, boy, my cloth, oh, it's just, I think I have a bad cloth here. Every time I give it a little rub down, it seems to get a little bit worse here. So here we are. Anybody else? Yes? Yes, the radiant. Are you talking about my radiant or the solitaire? Yes. So again, if you're trying to choose side by side with my radiant, which is a 7-carat, oh boy, look at that. There are the two together because I know we're in last call in the auction. Now my radiant, I'm going to recap because it's still available. But look at that, the 7-carat versus the 5-carat. This is my 7-carat minimum radiant. This is the 5-carat emerald cut. 3-stone halo design. Honestly, if you can't decide, you get both, because that's why they're affordable for that reason, to give you the luxury of giving you opportunity. That's what I love. And again, sometimes in life, sometimes just circumstances change. Sometimes your thought process changes. Sometimes, I got to tell you, I mean, whatever it is, whether it's a sustainability, whether it's something that you want to have for travel, whether it's something that you know help out the 20-year-olds who are getting engaged, but she really wants something nice, but maybe they got the budget for something that really maybe isn't all that great in real diamonds. Well, here's how you do it. This younger generation, that's all they're doing. Like I said, I don't know anybody who's gotten engaged in the last many, many years who's done anything outside of lab grown. It's kind of what's happening now. It's just what's not out there. Why we needed to come in, step in, why we needed to enter the conversation was because we needed to do it our way. That is Lux Lab, the ultimate in luxury, the ultimate in quality, the certified, the VS, the colorless, the fancy cuts, the fancy sizes, the big carat weights. 3,000, does anybody else want to go 3,010, yes or no? Here's what I'm going to do. This one is sold. Congratulations. I do want to recap the rings that I have had. This is the 6-carat oval brilliant. We haven't even shown the pear shape. Here's the pear shape 3-stone style. Here is my radiant. Of course, the emerald cut 3-stone is gone. Here's where we started with my radiant. This is designed after my own personal ring. That is how this whole thing started. My fault. If you're mad about lab grown, it's my fault. Blame me. I was flagged down at the Tucson show. I was there all of 20 hours or so, and I got in trouble. And that trouble was, I was literally it was like an ambush. I was flagged down by the top, little did I know at the time, because I haven't dealt with them before. I've never owned them before. Where's my ring? Have I lost it? Okay. I had to put my ring on because my other one, that's the lab grown. This is my ring. I feel like I'm gonna have to literally get the loop out and make sure I have my ring when I leave the studio tonight. Here's my ring. Again, if you missed this conversation at the top of last hour, want to let you know what happened. I went to Tucson. I got there because I don't have a lot of time to get there with you guys. You know, I'm here with you guys Wednesday through Sunday. Got out there for about 20 hours, was roaming the show, got flagged down by a gal who'd been watching me for years. And again, yes, Tucson has a lot of lab grown now. So does Vegas and so does Hong Kong. Lab grown's taking over the jewelry world. It just is. And so she had flagged me down. We got in a conversation. She immediately noticed my ring. She said, I'd never seen you wear that on the air before. I said, I never have. I don't wear it to work. work is not in the best area in the whole world. So I don't usually wear my good jewelry. I mean, just being frank with you guys. I don't wear my good stuff to work. I just don't. It's just not safe. So here's the thing. She said, I've never seen you wear that on the air. I told her the story. I said, actually, it's a recent upgrade. Wore it to Tucson. She said, let me make it. And I said, well, what do you got going on here? She said, I can do it. I can do the exact quality, the exact design, everything exactly the same, and make you happy with a lab grown. I said, I don't know if I need one. I've got the real. She said, just let me show you. So 2 weeks later, it's at my door. That ring that's on that wheel, the exact version. I couldn't believe it. And I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people that have asked me, 26 years of doing this, what can I say? 26 years of doing this. Now, back in the early days, it was so arcane back then. You guys didn't have a way to reach me. Now you do. Now you can message me and email me and do all that stuff. And I got to tell you, there have been a number of you over the years recently that have said, bring big diamonds. I'm going, that's great, but big diamonds are really expensive. And they may not be for everybody. And it's really tough to bring the value that we love to bring. So when I was so blown away by the quality and the fact that it doesn't exist anywhere else. There are big stones, but the big stones are usually 2 or 3. So let me recap what we've had. So again, if you're not familiar with this, it's a gold story. It's all solid gold, white or yellow. Okay, I also want to bring out the radiant and the round in the bezels, because this is what we've had in rings so far. Now, the pear shape I haven't talked about much, so you'll have to call me if you want the details on that pear shape. But there's my radiant 7 carat, which is called Lady Lux. Because again, mine is symbolic because it is 7 carats, and that's symbolic to me. And so we're calling her Lady Lux. There they are. This is what we've had. Everything ranges from as affordable as $19.99 all the way up to $59.99. The pear shape, I haven't even looked at yet, but hopefully I'll just do it in that range. Sure. The pear shape, mine's $39.99 for that fabulous radiant. This is the pear shape, which is, by the way, less than, because that pear shape center is 4 carats, but then it's got a lot around it, 210 in the heart shapes on the side, 31 points in rounds. So that one's going to be actually $36.99. The oval is the largest look. That's a 6 carat center. Largest look overall is the oval. That's going to be just a really amazing value, $59.99. And then our 2 bezel sets that anything can be done in white or yellow. So don't feel like you're not choosing based on the gold color. You've got the choice of gold color no matter what. Okay, so choose your gold color, white or yellow. Certificates, I recommend. It'll tell you everything about your individual stone because I can only give you minimums. It's a bit of a grab bag in that you're getting a minimum F color and a minimum VS1 clarity. If you would like anything up there, we've got the bezel set versions up front, $19.99 a piece, solid gold. And then everything else around it goes larger, $39.99. This one's only $59.99. And this pear shape, 3 stone with the heart shapes on the side, $36.99. So your choice of, we also had my collection, had the earrings and the pendant to match. We also had the solitaire oval bezel set pendant, well, really necklace. The full necklace I'll show you is also $19.99. If you're going the most conservative, and I say conservative in air quotes, 3 carat stones on the rings as well as the 3 carat oval in the necklace. So those are our 3 carat stones there in the front. Everything you see in yellow gold is a 3 carat. I don't know how that worked out. So here we are, last call, just as a recap, okay? And then there's only one other thing that I really think I should show you. And that is, and a lot of you got the set, so let me also show you. We had the pendant to match my Lux collection, which is Lady Lux. Get it? Lady Luck, but Lady Lux, because it's like Lux, Lux, you know. Luck isn't always Lux. Here's the, this is the radiant pendant that matches my collection, my ring. And then here's the earring to match. I'll show those to you as well. Because those are, well, the pendant's under $3,000. The pendant's $29.99. And then here's the earring. I really, really could use a little clearing of my throat. Would you guys mind terribly if I just cough one time? Because it's been like 2.5 hours and I really need to. Okay, thank you, excuse me, done. All right, I don't have a cough button. I'm not that fancy. So here we are. Here is, I know, real life TV, they just mute themselves. I can't do that. So here we are, looking at the earring to match, but boy, do I feel better now. So here, which is pretty good. I've been doing that every 5 seconds in real life. So 2.5 hours, not bad. Here we are with the earrings. So the earrings in the background, just want to remind you, the earrings are $25.99. If you want this incredible drop earring that matches the set of the Lady Lux collection, there's the earring, the pendant's in the front right here. and then the ring, of course, all together back here on the right side of your screen. So there are the earrings, ring, and pendant, okay? And so we'll move right along. I do want to show the collar because, you know, you never know. Somebody out there probably wants a collar. And I looked at our collars recently. We do a 4-carat collar. Yeah. Yes, the oval's gorgeous. And here's the profile. Let's move these aside for a moment. Here's the big, and when I say biggest, it's not the biggest center stone. Oh my gosh, look how compact it is in the way it sits really low profile on the hand. And I'll show it to you on the hand as well. But look at this. It manages to put this width where the whole ring, everything in diamonds covers my finger. This is item number 1130912. And check this out. This is in white, yellow, or you can technically get rose, but I don't think anyone wants rose gold. Nobody wants rose in their diamonds, I don't think. I've yet to meet anyone who does, and then when you do, you say yes, and then you return it because it doesn't look good. So we could do it, but you know, I'd say stick with the white or the yellow. Here's the big oval. Reminder, this one does look larger than my 7-carat radiant. It just does. You can see there, it just does. But it's a smaller center stone. It's a 6-carat center with 1.5-carat half moons. That's 3 carats because 1.5 times 2 is 3. And then this is your 228 that goes all the way around it in the rounds. That ring is enormous. It is by far the largest ring we have of the collection. And this one's only $59.99. It is the most out of the entire collection, but it is also the grandest, which is probably why you're saying, why didn't she get that? Again, this started with just, it started with me just, they emulated my ring. But then again, I knew we couldn't just bring you one radiant cut. That wouldn't work for everybody. So I tried to bring you an assortment and a variety and pieces that you just don't see everywhere else. Listen, if there were others out there doing huge lab grown at affordable prices, I wouldn't need to do this. But my goal is to still bring enormous quality for very, very small prices. And that's what we're doing in a category that, yes, is pervasive. It's everywhere. But we're not seeing bigger sizes like this. We're not seeing certificates. We're certainly not seeing solid gold settings. And that's what we're doing. Of course, if we're going to do it, we have to do it right. And that is, you know, I have a very large hand. I mean, for reference, I can palm a basketball. So some of my male friends can't do that. I can. So again, I have a large hand. My point being, that's a large ring. If it looks large on my hand, it's a large ring. Just be ready. This is the ultimate. This is the diva ring. This is the everything. And it's only $59.99. Compared to, let's say, my own personal ring, which is here, you can see that this one's even larger in scale overall. So there's the 7-carat, but there's the 6-carat with more overall. 1128 is your total weight there. The pear shape's right up there with it, not as large, but pretty significant because also it's got that side-to-side 3-stone look. And again, nothing else is going to be $59.99 in the rings today. That is our most kind of, again, the grandest of them all. I do look up at the clock. I could talk about these all day. I mean, I really could. I could look at these all day. I love diamonds. And you know, you guys know me. I've been the face of fine jewelry on TV for 26 years, but I do love diamonds. And obviously I have my favorites in color, but my go-to, my everyday, what I've always been totally and utterly obsessed with is diamonds. I'm obsessed with diamonds. I like that they're durable. I like that they're wearable. I like that they sparkle. I mean, sparkle's my love language. I love diamonds. There is no secret about that. And having big, bold, beautiful diamonds, that is something. Let me take a moment and just show you this necklace, because I happen to have a tennis necklace, which is kind of like the holy grail of jewelry. Certainly now more than ever, because it's become extremely more popular now than it used to be. Take a look at this. This is stunning. This is my tennis necklace, and there's probably one on TV right now that's in a plated metal, sterling silver plated or sterling silver. Mine is solid gold, and there's 20 grams of gold. It's 1130924. I don't even know the length, to be honest. I got to measure that. My goodness, what's the length? I'll measure that next. Thought I knew it, and I didn't. Here it is with a 21 carat diamond weight. 21 carats of rounds. This is our round opportunity in a tennis necklace, collar style, whatever you want to call it, insert closure. Yes, they go all the way around. This is going to be for one collar as well. That's it. I will change it to yellow gold if you'd prefer, but man, do I like this in the white gold. Look at those white bright diamonds. These aren't diamond chips set in a lot of clunky metal. This is solid gold, where I'm going to show it to you up close. Let me remove all my rings here. I'm going to show it to you up close so you can see how they're set. And then it's got an insert closure in the back, which is going to be, and I imagine we could probably make this longer if you wanted it to be, but it looks like this in 18 inches. Take a look. Do you see there how it's going to fasten with that insert closure and then has that figure 8 safety catch? It's just something you will live in, I hope, because there's no need to save these anymore. We used to live in an era where this would be considered like, okay, if you're a queen that's going to your coronation, that's when you put on your collar. Now it's a different kind of world, and I see these worn by like in the most casual way possible, as like a stackable layered piece that you just put on with everything else, that it's almost like the more you have on, the more cool and chic and almost casual it looks. So feel free to wear it. And by the way, this is really tough to hold it like this because it's serpentining around my wheel. And so I'll just hold it like that. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Who got it? Wonderful. Thank you, Jeanette. She got our emerald cut Tanzanite from the first hour. And this is our 21 karat diamond collar. It again, is fantastic. Let me just double check the length. Yeah, it's 18 inches. No doubt about it. It might even be longer. So that's why I want to check it, because it looks like 18 inches. Now, if you needed that a little different length, probably check with us. We can probably have that adjusted for you. But here's what we'll do on 21 carats in solid gold. Obviously, major carat weight. You saw those round brilliants. What I love is, this is my beef with collars because I have several. The smaller ones don't work. If it's smaller, it flips, it turns. You need a bigger stone to have a bigger basket to really anchor it so it sits properly on the neckline. Because when they are smaller, they do this. They're never the right way. I almost find it's just this illusion, like how do they never, even like they'll flip, but they're never facing the right way. The bigger you go, the better they set. They set right, I mean, look at, they're going over my hand, for goodness sakes. Not a neckline where there's more real estate, a hand with knuckles and things like that, and yet look at how beautiful that is sitting. If you'd like the collar, just wanted to bring it, it's the ultimate in luxury, and yet this would be, I mean, you can just do a quick search. If you can find the real deal, in VS, you're spending in the high 6 figures. We're talking close to 7 figures. If you're looking at VS colorless stones, these are the same F color minimum, VS1 minimum, all round brilliant full cuts, stunning and set in gold. The gold weight I have for you, the gold weight is 19.87 grams. So it's just under 20 grams as we take a look at it again up close, just to show you the meticulous nature and where they're set. I will try it on in just a moment, but I wanted you to see how fluid it is. Look at that. Look at the way it just is. There's a fluid kind of sinewy quality about it. That's important. If they're rigid, they don't sit right. This is stunning. We're going to blow it out. Should be $29,999. We're going to do a lot better, obviously, just in the gold. I'm going to show you the back. Look at the way that's done with those big baskets. I mean, that is stunning even from the back of the necklace. Let's try it on for you as well, just so you can see it here from a distance, because this is so important, because it's the power of the impact that a necklace like that makes when you see that size from a distance away, and how they're all just, again, continuous, one side to the other. Absolutely stunning. We'll show it on the hand. It's not going to be $29,999. If there's anything you'd like to see recapped, please let me know. This is your night to do it. You got 23 minutes left of this presentation. What a joy it is to bring you something I know that a lot of you have asked me for, a lot of you have been excited for, doing it the TVON way with the ultimate luxury, what nobody else has, in gold, and for those values where the markups aren't gigantic. That just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not a fan of like big profit margins and things like that. It's really good to see quality and value, as we always do, brought together in this world of Lux Lab. Here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to bring the collar down below even $15,000. And remember what you'd pay for just gold. I know we do a 4 karat version, obviously significantly smaller in size. Our 4 karat version is up to more money than this one's going to cost you. It is. So again, speaks to the fact of you're getting more gold here than our 4 karat, because our 4 karat has smaller stones. So you're getting more gold, and that doesn't change. Gold is gold. 18 inches in length here, and it's not even $10,000. I'm going to blow it out for you right now. We're going to make it $9,999, and that will be in the solid gold when you're getting 18 inches, of that solid gold in your 14 karat white or yellow. You decide. And then again, if there's anything we need to recap at all, please let me know. We'll help you out. We'll bring it to you. We can recap it. This is an exciting night. Again, just to have something new. I know we want to see the bezel sets again. I'll show you the bezel set diamonds. Again, they were our solitaires. If anyone needs a bracelet, I got bracelets. Tennis bracelets. There. Let's give the tennis bracelets a quick look. I have two options. We have either the 17 karat, this is very tricky to find. Trust me, I've tried, I've looked. This is my emerald cut diamond tennis bracelet. Item number 922. That's a 17 karat emerald cut east to west set, or you can get the classic, which is what matches with that tennis necklace. Here's the rounds in a bracelet. 7 inches. Let us know if you need it adjusted slightly here or there in length. But we're going white or yellow gold. And that's going to be either the emerald cut is, the emerald cut's actually 17 and the rounds are 16 karat. So very similar, but a little bit different. It's not going to make a lot of difference when you're thinking that's stretched over the course of 7 inches here. If you'd like either one, I'm going to make these the same price. There's about 10 grams in gold here as well in your choice of. So figure you got, okay, 10 grams of 14 karat, white or yellow, either 16 or 17 carats of F minimum, VS minimum diamonds, and you decide your cut and your gold color. The price is the same. On average, by the way, these diamonds are about 60 points each on the emerald cuts and similar on the round. So figure about half carat to a carat on each. And here's what we'll do on price. They're even less, of course they should be. We're gonna do less than the necklace. $99.99 was the price we got the necklace down to. We will make the bracelets far more affordable, and maybe that's where you wanna go with the tennis bracelet. I think that also with Mom's Day coming up, you know, I know my mom, I speak for, I think a lot of moms are like this, but I speak for my mom where she's always saying, you know, she's got 2 children. People ask me that all the time. I don't know what makes them think this, but they think I'm an only child. I'm not. I have a brother who I adore who lives in Los Angeles, not too far away from me. We're about 2 miles as the crow flies away from each other, 40 minutes in a car. But it's true, it's true. I drove to his house the other, when was it? The day my car broke down, which was last Wednesday. And I drove to his house and it took 45 minutes to go 2 miles. But that's LA. But my brother and I were her only kids. And, you know, it's just, we have a small family. It's the 3 of us. And my mom's always telling us, especially I've noticed as she's gotten older, as we're all just hopefully blessed to do, she said, I don't want my hardworking kids. My kids work hard. My brother's super successful. He's so brainy. He's so smart. He runs millions of companies. He's a genius, a literal genius. She knows her kids work really, really hard and, you know, are just, you know, really, you know, they're her kids. She thinks we're pretty cool kids. And she just doesn't want us spending a lot of our hard-earned money on her anymore. And that's it. I feel so strange because it's like your mom. You're who raised us single-handedly. You're who raised us. You're who made us who we are and the people we are. And we're good people. And I'm like, we want to just shower mom with everything and give her everything and give her the world and, you know, to the moon and back and all that. And she's like, no. She always said, Mother's Day, don't buy me flowers. They're a waste of money. Mother's Day, they're too much money. Don't buy me flowers. Don't do that. And it's like, you know, I get it. She's saying, you know, you live in Los Angeles. You live, you know, you work really hard. You know, don't spend your money. Just give me, you know, we want experiences and we want pieces. I'll tell you what, if your mom, if that sounds familiar and you're a mom like that, or you have a mom like that and you love to spoil her with jewelry, listen, every occasion I still get my mom jewelry. And she's like, at this point, she's like, stop. I've got enough jewelry for a million lifetimes. And I don't stop because it's what she loves. It gives her great joy. It's honestly who I credit with my love for jewelry. I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my mom. If she didn't love jewelry from my wee young age and drag me downtown to the jewelry district when I was 2 and 3 years old, I wouldn't be here. I'd be talking on a sideline right now of, I'd be at crypto.com arena doing sideline reporting right now. But here's the thing. If that sounds familiar and moms are like, no, kids, I don't want anything extravagant. I don't want anything, don't overspend. Here's how you do it. Still celebrate her, give her what she deserves, but not have to go overboard and maybe splitting. When I think of Mom's Day, you know, Brian and I always go in on things together. I love that about pieces like this. She's gonna have it forever and you know she's gonna wear it. You know she's gonna be wearing it from that Mother's Day brunch on every single day. And yet you didn't have to spend $10,000 to get something that, yeah, in real diamonds would be literally 6 figures. 6 figures, no doubt. This size, Instead, you get to spend under $9,000, under $8,000. Either way, your choice up, or it's a layering store, you could get two, and you can get them for $79.99. So those are our only tennis bracelets. The big, and I gotta tell you, I have searched so long and hard for emerald cut tennis bracelets. They are really hard to find. That's just a tricky one, even if you have all the money in the world. And if you've got all the money in the world, I mean, you're gonna be really hard pressed to find an emerald cut diamond tennis bracelet that looks like that. Because especially with those individual large diamonds, let me try them on, because the size perspective is really important, because obviously these are the big ones. We don't do tennis bracelets even here, never. That's the thing. A lot of you are probably going, well, just bring it to me in the real diamonds. That's what you guys do. Let me tell you, my largest tennis bracelet I've ever had in 10 years here at TVON, my largest tennis bracelet has been a 13 karat. That was one time. The other ones have been 10 carats and usually well under that. So the idea that you can get, because I mean, if we can't do it, nobody can. So if this doesn't even really exist or exist affordably in natural, well, by goodness, some of us want those diamonds no matter what. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to wear a 2 carat 91 tennis bracelet. That's our normal average size. It's too small for me. I don't get any, I just personally don't get the joy out of it. I need something a little larger. That's where it's just what I like. And so this is the way you get those larger styles. And again, still in diamonds, where everybody's going, and they're still the VS quality we love. So those are our tennis bracelets. And again, still set in gold. There they are at $79.99. The round classic, of course. This is the really hard to find. We'll call them the elusive emerald cuts. And then we got to move on, because I look up at the clock and my goodness, we got about 15 minutes in the entire show. So our little Lux Lab party, I appreciate you joining me in the Lux Lab tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it for something a little different and sparkly and exciting and special and beautiful. I think the beauty's there. The beauty is definitely something I'm excited about. But if there's anything, again, you need to see recapped, please let me know, and we will do that for you. Now, I know we also have that tennis necklace still here. We had a couple of, we had our first hour with some of our natural colored gems, which were, of course, the star sapphires, the opals. If anything if you want to see anything recapped again, I'd be happy to do that for you. We had that natural purple Paraiba, and I know that a few of you are saying, just show me the bezel set one more time. I will tell you, it was the most popular of the entire night, and can't say I'm surprised at all. Most people I work with, they want to be in that, between that 1 and 3 carat range in diamonds for everyday wear. And this one looks I mean, I'm not really into like necessarily just following like a celebrity trend, but it is a fact of pop culture that we see certain things and things kind of, sometimes trends are set off and new classics are set off by what a well-known person does. So here we are with our two, and I would just say that right side radiant cut looks a lot like a particular, probably the most copied diamond engagement ring ever. And it only has been around for about, what, a year or so, maybe, not even. Here's what looks like that ring on the right side. That's our radiant cut. It's a 3 carat no matter which one you choose. So again, it's a 3 carat round, which is 910, or the 3 carat in the radiant cut, which is 911 in the odd numbers. And they are each, and here's the beautiful part, white or yellow. Please choose your favorite gold color, get your size. Of course, we always offer that when we can, which is really nice to be able to offer it here in our lab collection. And yet this is going to be $19.99 per ring. So just a reminder, we'll recap some of the natural pieces that we had earlier in the first hour, because no, this whole show hasn't been dedicated to these stones, just the last hour and 40. So I want to bring you a couple of what you may have missed in the early parts of the show as well, because we had a really good, really bright, big, bold selection of some color, which was our purple Paraiba and our star sapphires. And I do want to give a look to that zircon as well. We also had that tourmaline, and there was also that really important, let's see, that opal, that faceted opal was really extraordinary. So we'll show those again. So last call. And again, anything else you have questions on, please let me know. What a, just what a treat. Again, it's always just like I said, I get excited. Maybe it's just me. I like just getting a chance to show you something you haven't seen in jewelry. That to me excites me. And I really know that every single Wednesday, by the way, is going to be something new and fresh. So just a little reminder, if you have not heard, this was a very, very particular and special diamond kickoff. I mean, diamond month, you know, it's April 1st today. So after all, it is a month that we celebrate diamonds, being April, and having kicked it off today, April 1st. Hope your April Fool's Day was great. But this was, I thought, a great thing to do for as we kick off April. But then, of course, every single Wednesday, this entire month and beyond, really through the spring season at least, we're going to have a debut. Everything else will be in natural stones, by the way. Next week, I'm not going to tell you yet what it is, but I've got a stone either you've never heard of or never seen here before or have seen very seldom. And so we've got like a little mini series collection every single Wednesday night. So that's just something to keep in mind in general. Not always lab grown. Last week it was red beryl. That was exciting. They all sold out. This week, this really special April 1st opportunity on some just new and fresh lab grown. And then of course next week we'll continue. We've got, again, I might give you some hints as the week goes on, but I'm not supposed to tell you till next Wednesday what's debuting next week, but a lot of fun things happening. So just to keep in mind a little bit of our Wednesday schedule, okay? So let's move on, and I just want to recap what we had in the first hour because I know a lot of you may have missed it. So any lab-grown questions, please let us know because that's like a one and done. And here's our purple Paraiba, and we have the fabulous star. This is our purple star, sapphire, so tourmaline in the middle, sapphire. I do want to show you this gorgeous golden zircon. This is our 1031. This is the color we have all come to know and love. Look at that. That is a zircon. 10 carats 31, still in gold or platinum. We also had this beautiful emerald. This is our carat 35 in the Colombian emerald. Muzo mine material, had the big, this opal is so stunning. It's a faceted trillion cut opal. Look at that. So all 5 of these, and I'm going to try to just add a few more because they were all presented in full. Way back in hour number 1. So if you missed it, just want to show them again, let you know what's still here. I think, was this blue star sapphire? I know it was being talked about. Did that sell, or is that's still here? So here's our cornflower blue. Then there was a royal blue, so let me show you that as well. And then we had a tourmaline, pink tourmaline, gorgeous. So if any of those rings, there's a couple of pendants I'm going to try to fit in as well. But if any of these rings at all are of interest and you did miss the first hour, give me a quick call. We'll tell you all about them. We can give you the quick once over here on the graphics and the information. And there's our more rich royal blue sapphire. Love that one as well. We had a pearl too, a really luxury. This is our Tahitian pearl. It's a 12.8 millimeter. Take a look at that. So there's the nearly 13 millimeter Tahitian pearl. So just a nice assortment of some of the great ideas that we had earlier. These were all first hour. So if you missed it, there's a second little opportunity to take a good look. And then of course they have assorted pricing, so we can help you out with those as you call in and ask about them. But 3 different star sapphires. By the way, all the star sapphires, same price. They're all $1,888, each and every one of them. So that includes the purple in the round, the cornflower blue in the front center, and the royal blue in the back right. And then everything else is going to be assorted prices. I know we did this incredible opal. It's our faceted trillion 622 right back here. That's only $19.99, and it's got those big yellow diamonds. The Tahitian pearl, the blue, that's a zircon. Again, that is some of the most rich, yummy, saturated golden color you ever could hope to see in a gemstone. This is my tourmaline. I am so beholden to this tourmaline because that is just some like the hottest, juiciest pink color. Think about, it almost looks like just, it's a candy color is really what it is. A candy color pink, bright, clean, gorgeous cutting here too, because it's that radiant cut as well. So we've spent a lot of time looking at some gorgeous radiant cuts tonight in diamonds. Now we get to see that really special cut, kind of a radiant cushion there in that tourmaline. And then of course, anything else. And I do have, we got some great Tanzanites to choose from coming up. I know tomorrow we're going to see some Tanzanites in the show. Yeah, it's going to be a really fun night. Don't forget, tomorrow, all going to be those natural gemstones, all the color you love. Look at this. That's a little sneak peek. This is tomorrow. That is a Tanzanite round with pink diamonds. Not often that we've been able to put those two together. We paired up pink diamonds, bigger ones, by the way, 2 big ones, around a blue wing. I know we don't have time for it tonight because we only have about 7 minutes left. That's going to be tomorrow. So I'll give you that little sneak peek. That Tanzanite is an 844. Yeah, so it's a big, almost 9 carat, and then it's got the pink diamonds on the sides. That'll be one of many Gorgeous, beautiful, bright, big, because I know we're all going to be craving color tomorrow after so many diamonds tonight. So we're going to have a lot of fabulous color for you tomorrow night. It's going to be, of course, that Tanzanite among many, many others. Don't forget about those bezel sets in those solitaire styles. Want to make sure you get those while they're here, because those were just too cool. And those bezel sets, yeah, here's the bezel set again on my hand. Here's the bezel set round. Now, I've been stacking them all night. You can't see me when I'm off camera, but oh my goodness, what I've been doing is wearing these together. I have put two on together, and I love the way it looks. So that's the $19.99 bezel set, lab grown 3 carat, either the round or the radiant. Any questions on this wheel before we go? We're about 6 minutes away, though, from signing off for tonight. And do not forget, any questions on the lab grown, one night. This is the night. And obviously, a lot of what you looked at there, one of a kind. So I want to make sure you're able to get those as well. If you have any questions, do let me know, okay? Before we run out of airtime here, because that's really important. The necklace is still here. The bracelets, I know we have a lot of people talking about the bracelets as well as the necklace. Okay, that might be a whole set opportunity. Think about the round tennis bracelet with the rounds in the necklace. That'd be gorgeous together. And I am still just totally, to be honest, I'm salivating a little over this oval. Did the oval, Andy, did this oval get a home yet? Or no? This was, I just wasn't sure because I know there were a lot of verifications going on. This was 912, the biggest overall ring. And just another look at it, that was the 6 carat center, 3 carats on the side, that means carat and a half, side fancy cuts, they're half moons, and then 228 completely borders the ring. So that is only $59.99. The biggest, the boldest overall ring we have. It dwarfs my 7 carat. It's a 6 carat, but it dwarfs the 7 carat. Go figure. What'd you pick up over there? Any more diamonds going out? Oh, with the necklace? Yes. The 3 carat bezel set. Thank you all so much. We did have the necklace, the 3 carat bezel set in the oval, which is also $19.99 in the necklace. So there's the 7 carat, that's my ring. Here we go with the oval, biggest overall look. Let's go back to the wheel, take a look at what we have here in our color. And last call. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully that y'all be here for ready and raring to go for some really good color, Tanzanites, and then some. We got a lot of brand new tomorrow as well. There's like last week, it wasn't fun last Wednesday. The whole show was brand new, literally the entire show. I'm kind of thinking that tomorrow is going to be that day because, you know, today we focused a lot on the lab grown. So we're going to have a ton of brand new tomorrow night in color. So I cannot wait. And of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. You know, they're one of a kind, so you know how quickly they go. So just keep all that in mind as we get ready to shop another big, fabulous, again, best of the best in jewelry. Glad we could bring you something unique and exciting and different. I'm so glad we could. And thank you to everybody who enjoyed those. I mean, it was really a pleasure working so closely with them to make sure that we could bring you what I thought you would like that is nowhere else, because there's just so much of it everywhere, but it's just, everything's not a lot of, there's not a lot that it really feels up to par with what I think you and I like to shop for. So I was really glad to bring some of that to you tonight. And again, anything else that you have questions on, please let me know. Happy to help you there, but that's our last call. And this is Paraiba, by the way. So for everyone asking, what is that purple stone in the middle? That's our Paraiba. That was our 3 carat plus. It's a really tremendous size. That's, let's see, what was that carat weight? Now I've forgotten. That carat weight on that purple Paraiba is really divine. I mean, one of our bigger and better of the lavenders there, because it's not the pinky purple that we sometimes see. It's a 366 and it's pure lavender. It's like a lilac Paraiba. Pearl, sapphire, that's our star sapphire. There's our zircon. Pink tourmaline, one of the brightest candy colors of tourmaline I've ever seen. The cornflower, this is our purple round star sapphire. Love the yellow and the white diamonds, and then our faceted opal there as well, hanging out in the back left with those 2 big yellow diamonds. So again, 2 minutes left to go. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday, April 1st. Hope your April's off to a great start, and we'll be back tomorrow night, 5 to 8 Pacific time, 8 to 11. That's going to be Eastern time. So we'll see you then for another 3 hours and a lot of great jewelry coming your way. So I hope we will all rendezvous tomorrow and settle into a great week. And as we are in holiday week, happy Passover again to those who celebrate, and also big Easter weekend coming up. We'll be here throughout the weekend, of course, our normal schedule. So throughout this holiday week and spring break and all that exciting things, all these, it's that time of year where it's just always something fun and festive going on. So we hope that you'll come hang out with us whenever you can. We appreciate you tuning in and watching and shopping, and we just enjoy your company. So thank you so much, everybody, and thank you. And so sorry, hopefully the voice will be better tomorrow. Can't guarantee it, but I'll be here and we'll make it through together as we always do. So again, thank you so much. And again, any questions you have on anything at all you've seen throughout this special presentation tonight or from this recap wheel, please do not hesitate to call us. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air on the phone lines available to you. So no hesitation, just call. It's the best thing to do. And remember, limited. This was a one-time deal. So we were so glad to bring it to you. And again, any questions, you want to grab those now, remembering that you have a money-back guarantee and you have that certificate opportunity, which I just can't imagine not getting the cert to go with your diamond. And again, thank you all so much for watching and shopping tonight. Really appreciate it as always. And again, any questions you have, you got to give us a call. We'll help you out on this wheel or any other. Very important time here to pick up what you like off of this wheel. They were all presented earlier in the show. And again, we have all the information waiting for you if you missed it or were not with us in the first hour. Okay, so 35 seconds left. Thank you again. Don't forget, tomorrow night we start at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 Central Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern. And we look forward to more jewelry shopping. It's going to be a lot of really exciting things. I think most of the show is going to be brand new tomorrow night and mostly one of a kind, so you will not want to miss that. And also that Tanzanite with the pink diamonds going to be coming up tomorrow night as well. So make sure you join me for that. Thank you again so much, everybody. Hope you had a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Lauren Blair, and from all of us here at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your April 1st, and we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday night. See you then.